moves. Sans hat or with hat?
Always with. Except for when not. Alright. Getting things started up here. And how about now? There we go. Welcome in, everyone. Or all 0 of you. Getting started with some Legacy tonight. Bryce decided that his family meant a lot to him or something, and went somewhere. More recently, all of a sudden his family means more.
Maybe after GP Seattle, he had a cover Jesus moment.
Spend more time with the family. We want Bryce. Not getting Bryce till later. He might show up a little later. But
cool. Wasn't he planning on showing up?
I think he was. Yeah. It'd probably be about midway through round 3, I think.
If you do the TriCast.
The TriCast? Oh, we do have a chair behind us.
I can see the stool.
When he gets here.
Someone doing color. We can have someone doing color commentary and someone doing analysis. What do we got? People are sitting down. Brown deck box, white sleeves.
You haven't been given any info.
Huh. Oh, that's Josh. Okay, so that's Josh for somebody. Trace versus Josh?
Is that Josh?
Versus Noah. So we got Trace. So
Noah.
I'm glad we just practiced that. He just practiced his Grixis Delver match. Right?
Is Noah on Grixis Delver?
I'm pretty sure. Corey versus Paul.
Okay.
Good old champion Trace. Let's go with Trace versus Noah. I like that.
Right.
So you got Grixis Delver versus Death and Taxes. Die roll's going to be super important. I guess what is the die roll not? I don't know.
It's always important.
There's some decks I don't mind the extra card more so. If I'm playing Stoneblade, if I don't have Deathrite Shaman, I'm actually okay. Like, I'm not okay with it. Usually I'm pretty upset, but generally going second, getting an extra card. Playing Lango is not the worst thing in the world in a lot of decks.
Down with Bryce. No, it's not going to be a completely Bryceless stream unless he bails on showing up late as well. We'll see. All right, and then we've got Corey versus Paul on the other. So that's what, 4-color versus lands, more than likely.
I don't know. Corey's he's been playing Miracles and Deathblade recently.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be a crapshoot.
Well, there can only be one D&T player. Well, you're not here, so there is exactly one. In fact, your place might have been taken because you're not here.
You always play Maverick. Basically just green. What is in their green and taxes list? Alrighty. I think Noah's on Grixis. No, Noah's on Miracles.
Miracles.
So, yeah, okay. Well, I call that one wrong. On G Miracles. Grixis Miracles. Actually could be a deck. Probably very terrible.
Yeah, probably.
An early portent. Trace with the basic planes and no Mom Wraith Vial. That's the definite. That's I don't know.
He even went and got the planes that he wanted to have for this deck.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't switched them. These are M13.
Does he have the Dutch planes like every other D&T player in the world?
No, those are pricey. He didn't want to put any money into it, so he got a, I think it's an Odyssey plane. It's the lightning one.
Oh, sure. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that actually was pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
I personally like the Great Wall of China one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like the Apex?
I do. I actually do.
Yeah.
Eurolands and Apex ones are pretty cool.
All right. Well, this is. I mean, he's got Cavern, probably naming human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's the case.
Halcyon.
Yeah. So here's a recruiter, and this is probably uncounterable.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. Grabbing a Mirror Crusader or a Thicker Wisp. Or...
So I guess Trace's hope with this is that Noah's got his counterspell. He's got a lot of counter magic, and then he's light on Snapcasters and swords. He's got a Jace in his hand. Jace is kind of
I wonder if he's looking at Sanctum Prelate.
Yeah, but there's like
That'd be fine. I think putting it on 1 in this matchup is pretty good. Like it doesn't. I mean, it's not gonna shut Noah off, right? Like he still has things like Jace and Terminus, and he'll be just fine. But yeah, he goes for Stoneforge.
I have not used basics for 6 months, and you know what? I'm proud of that fact. I ran the gangster version of 4-color control, which did not hedge on basics. Went all in. Already here. Okay, so hard to see his hand. It almost looks like I see some counter magic. Portent again, 2 mana. Doesn't seem great.
No.
But he's just trying to find a Terminus, right?
Yeah. And it looks like there is one on the top there.
Yeah. Oh man. I just think Trace's start is just too slow. I'm not sure like the metrics on this matchup. I would assume that Miracles has a decent matchup because Terminus costs 1.
I would assume so as well.
Yeah.
I Wasteland's not going to do a whole lot to Noah, and even Rashad Import's probably not going to do too much at most points in the game. So like you combine all the taxing aspects, and Terminus just wins. Like D&T has a problem with board wipes, right?
Yep. But it just isn't like he's gonna route the Stoneforge. Get Batterskull. Well, yeah. Or Sword and Fire Knives?
Okay.
I mean, he already has the Batterskull?
Maybe. No, I think I like Sword better in this matchup than I do Batterskull, but it could mean both.
You got Sword and Fire Knives, Sophie. Pay 2. The good thing is it was basically a 1-for-1 in a strange way.
Right.
So, I mean, in the long run of things, it may matter. I mean, D&T can get pretty grindy.
Yeah, I mean, Trace still has 6 cards in hand.
The biggest thing is if Noah can land and resolve the Jace on a clear board, it's almost unwinnable, I believe. I got something. I'm dehydrated.
And it's counterbalance.
Which
it's not going to do a whole lot because of Cavern of Souls, but
yeah, it just probably slows down the tempo of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just drew an Aether Vial, so using Aether Vial to check for the counterbalance isn't terrible. It's kind of interesting.
Just naming Jace, just like get in early.
Yeah. Predict? Okay. Well, we blind flipped it. Bad news bears.
Seriously. So he probably is just gonna play the Aether Vial then, right? Because you're not gonna throw in your Stoneforge Mystic, clearly.
I don't know. Does anyone play blue-black Death Shadow?
We had one player. He still shows up and plays Modern. MG Flurry. That's kind of a hard thing to make happen.
I wonder if we can. As much as I don't want to play a deck because I only want to play one deck, I wouldn't be opposed to playing it if somebody could put it together for me. It's close enough to Grixis Delver. Well, it's not close enough to Grixis Delver, but it's close enough to the same strategies that I can run Stifle too.
It plays with Delvers in it.
Yeah, I can run Stifle. I think it runs 4 Stifle.
Yeah,
I'll play a deck with 4 Stifle at least once. It's pretty much my favorite Magic card.
All right, here comes the Jace.
You keep the blue open. So he's basically preserving he doesn't have his swords yet. He's got a Council Judgment and Predict and a Ponder.
He has a Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce seems kind of... Well, Spell Pierce is good for Batterskull if he has Batterskull. He bounce it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Rashad imports the draw for Trace. And Caracas. Yeah, nobody's really sure on the way to play Death Shadow and
I would play it like blue-black Canadian Threshold.
Mm-hmm.
I would just have a bunch of. I wouldn't run Tombstalker. I would just run Stifles, like this whole Stifle package with. I guess you get. Do you run Fatal Push and like this one? You run like 4 Fatal Push and 1 Dismember.
I don't know about 4, but yeah, probably a high number of them.
Because you run Deathrite Shaman in that deck, right? So it's like 4 Deathrite, 4 Delver, 4 Desha.
And a couple Tombstalker or Gurmag.
Oh, we'll just run 2 Gurmag?
Something like that.
No, not this guy. No. Some play Death. If I'm gonna play black, I'm playing Deathrite. I think I would play 4 Deathrite, 4 Delver, 4 Death Shadow, and 2 Gurmag. Yeah, that seems like fine. And then play 4 Stifle.
Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, it looks like we're about to see a sword get cast. This is going to get spell pierced. Yeah, looks like Noah's going to take this one. More than likely.
Yeah, I don't really know what Trace's immediate outs are. I guess one thing you could do is like play Palace Jailer because Noah's not going to attack. Instead of drawing cards.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Oh, I forget about True Name, right? How can we not run 4 True Name?
I don't think you run 4, but you definitely run some.
True Name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I would. Where does Shadow? It's kind of a weird.
Yeah, Noah plays Supreme Verdict. Probably 1 or 2. In 75. Not something Trace wants to see. I mean, Terminus is just as bad. Like, he can't interact with either. He just has to let them happen. It's kind of surprising that Trace didn't play the Aether Vial when he got it.
He's probably just thinking it's 2-way.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like, he's tapped his mana out pretty consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the swords. So now I'm going to predict. Aggressive sword.
Yeah, kind of. Definitely didn't need to be cast, but I mean, it's not like it looks bad either.
We got all the Snapcasters in the world. Maybe it just didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at 2 Aether Vial and. Yeah. What is Trace having the board? What's coming out of the 15 of the board to make this close the gap a little bit?
I know he's got a Council's Judgment. He's got a couple Planeswalkers that I think would be pretty good.
Oh yeah, Gideon and Elspeth seem like they would be pretty decent as matchup. Both Gideons seem like it'd be fine. I'm not sure if his allies in the cover or the trials do.
Ally, yeah, he plays really, 1 ally, 1 Elspeth.
Sanctum Prelate on 2. Sanctum Prelate just too late on 6. Stop Terminus.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get Terminus. After getting swords there, I mean, this isn't going to do much because of Council's Judgment. But well, actually, if he ports down a Plains,
you don't have to buy him. There's still a matter of Jason.
Just to find him a way.
It's kind of interesting because Noah's got 3 cards, but he's not really like sealing the game away with a lot of. Like, I don't really like. He's predicting. So okay, so now we're basically gonna draw 3 cards, get rid of a bad Force of Will, and draw another Predict and X. Okay, it's getting another sword, so Sanctum Prelate's pretty much dead already.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what he taps down. It looks like he was on that wavelength, but it's not going to matter too much. Two blind flips on counterbalance.
Yeah, that's been really good. Sometimes you just need to trust your deck, right?
Yeah, getting the Phyrexian Invoker was actually pretty big. So that was after you tried to rebuild.
Yeah, he would have had to use his first swords there, and then there'd still be a creature in play to pressure the Jace. Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost just an unwinnable stage. Just too much advantage from Jace, predicts, and counterbalance. I think just Trace's start was just so slow.
It was.
He just didn't have really anything. And turn 2 wasn't, probably was okay, but in this matchup, I think you really need.
He was on the draw as well, so like yeah, probably would have been a much better hand on the play.
Mom and the Flicker Wisp. The good thing with I don't think, no, still has a Council's Judgment on top. I wonder what he's stacking on with Jace. He's keeping it on a 1 or 2. I keep seeing the predicting the Council's Judgment in his hand, so I almost want to think like it's 1. Okay. So yeah, Aether Ball maybe coming in earlier and getting uncountered could have been on 3 in the Flicker Wisp. That's the only thing with that Aether Vial play is that could have been a little different.
It was like it would have been a really heads up down the road play, and I don't know. He was using his mana quite efficiently, so all right. So this is getting cast off the cavern. Yeah, we see plenty of things. There's Council's Judgment and Supreme Verdict in hand for Noah.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure. He's just not Batesy.
I mean, he knows about Batterskull, but that shouldn't mean anything to him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he can Council's Judgment the equipment after it's played.
Yeah.
So it's not like he has to worry about. I mean, we're still 2 mana away for Trace of being able to play it and then return it right away. If he didn't have the fetch, I wonder if there's like a weird... No, because it doesn't work either, because it comes back at the end step.
Just like nothing better to flicker.
Yeah. I want to flicker a Jace, because I'll reset it. Important. I only got 1 planes.
Yeah, so no Council's Judgment this turn unless he.
No,
yeah. Oh, he does have another. And draw every card.
There's Search for his Cant, huh?
I agree with you. I feel like he could be pushing the victory right now, and he's still just treading water for some reason. How's it going, Jerlo? Welcome in.
I'm not really sure. He just kind of... I mean, he may just be making sure.
Yeah.
Why not? What's the...
Yeah.
The only downside is just, I guess, irritating us.
Irritating us and taking time off the clock. Giving Trace less time to win 2 games.
Yeah, if I'm Trace, I'll see what this is and I'll probably concede. Yeah, I would just concede now, Trace. Yeah, he's got too many cards.
Way too many.
I mean, yeah, there's a wasteland, but still, like, he can even just... Yeah, there's a lot of things. It's like, I mean, there actually is definitely, you can just brainstorm, scoop someone. I've done it before. Sometimes you just brainstorm into oblivion, just so you don't lose the game too,
I would have laughed so hard if he got the blind flip on that one too.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. The Council's Judgment will shut this down. That should warrant the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Show him the Council's Judgment. Gosh. Maybe this is why Death and Taxes players draw too much. It's not known to scoop.
They don't know what to scoop. Like, no way.
There's some interesting times where I've had people play stuff out, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. Especially online. I stifled empty the warrants trigger off the Charbelcher online. Yeah, I only got 2 goblins. And I had 2 Delvers, and the guy wanted to play it out. And like we played it out, and I'm just like, come on, like, have some respect. Let's move on.
All right. Well, how about we just jump over to the other match?
We got here. So we got.
I guess once they start, they're in between games at the moment.
I wonder if Corey's got the Brazilian sideboard for Paul.
Oh yeah, Paul was mad about that one, huh?
Yeah.
When somebody brings a sideboard of like 13 cards for one deck.
Yeah, when you play a deck that's not very fun, I mean, over and over again, and that's what you're gonna get. If I was smarter, I probably would do the same thing, but it's not gonna help me in Richmond. It's not gonna help me in Pittsburgh. It's not gonna help me in California. If I just steamroll lands over and over and over again. I know the matchup pretty well, and it's really draw dependent on his side. So it's one of those things where he draws it or he doesn't. You know. Let's see here. Yeah, we're both gonna start at the same time.
Yeah, pretty close.
Are we guessing poison full color?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, Deathblade's 4 color. 4 color Deathblade, 4 color control, miracles. Just 3 colors.
Most times I see him, he's playing 4 colors. So
yeah, that's only recently. Last time we played, he's been playing miracles, and I've only fixed his Delver. So
how's it going, Jorg?
Good old.
Welcome. So we've got Trace on D&T and Noah on Miracles, and our backup we have Corey on something versus Paul on lands.
The good thing is today we should have like a little bit of everything, like everything that's like tier meta. Like I think the only thing we're missing is Sneak and Show, and well, yeah, maybe like a red deck.
We have kind of a small turnout today, and at the same time, it's like I bet you all 11 of those decks are different, or like most of them.
Yeah,
we know we have 2 Miracles players at least.
This is kind of like the battle of the regulars.
Yeah.
So this is actually, even though it's a smaller tournament time, it'll be actually a good one.
Yeah. Probably higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most of our people who are like 4-0ing these events are here.
Any Rouge decks, as in red decks or rogue decks?
Rogue.
There's no Rouge decks.
Definitely no Rouge. Any rogue? Not that I know of.
It's like 1-0. It's 1-0 on both sides. We're not sure about one. Maybe Larry's playing something weird. I don't know. No, he asked for Sanctum Prelates. That sounds pretty Death and Taxi or Mavericky. So I would like it if he was on Maverick.
I'm not sure what Larry's on then.
So, yeah, because on the
Sanctum
Facebook, he asked for Sanctum Prelate. That's Death Taxes or Maverick, right?
I don't think Maverick usually runs that card.
Sideboard is one.
No need on Squeak. No, unfortunately. Would have been fun to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be trying a one of. Who knows?
It's good, like in the board, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a ton of other answers when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, here we go. So, Aether Vial, Krakus. Just because I see the Krakus.
He's got a Sarah Avenger and a Phyrexian whatever thing.
Seems well. Noah's taking a mulligan. So
yeah, he had a one-lander. One land. He probably had like one cantrip and just wasn't willing to risk it.
Not draw. I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. If you see a one-lander and no cantrip, you're probably like, yeah, all right.
So you got Deathbed Shaman. Okay.
Yeah, Miracles and D&T. None of that.
Whenever you're keeping a one-lander with Deathbright, you just got a bunch of gas. No, it's not good. Not a good sign when you go Plains Pass 2 games in a row.
No, yeah. And Trace has even told me, he's like, I can never seem to draw Aether Vial. He's said that multiple times.
That's what the 5th copy is for.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get him. Come on, Noah, don't fetch. Get him.
No, it doesn't get lands.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, he's gonna fetch anyway. Maybe he doesn't know either.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a.
Not everybody knows the difference between Pithing Needle and Phyrexian Revoker.
Does it not get lands?
No, Phyrexian Revoker says a name an online card, but it actually shuts things off of mana abilities, unlike Pithing Needle. So if you name a Mox Diamond with Revoker, it actually can't activate for mana.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never
cannot name a land.
I will never play Phyrexian Revoker in my life, so I'll never know the intricacies of it.
Oh boy.
That gets equipped.
Yeah.
That what I think it is?
I think it's a disenchant on the other side, though. It's sort of...
Yeah, LED seems really relevant, actually. Oh, he's reading it. That means just trouble. Mm-hmm. Still dies Determinus.
It's gonna do a lot of extra damage, and it's gonna gain Trace a lot of life, which is kind of the irrelevant side of the card. But the relevant side is that it gets pro-white.
Ready for this question? If I have True Name on the board and you have Tabernacle on the board, do I have to pay for my True Name because Tabernacle says destroy? I know the answer, and I'm going to give you a hint. True Name Nemesis has protection from Tabernacle.
But I would guess that it does not destroy it then.
It actually does, because Tabernacle gives True Name the ability, so True Name is just killing himself.
That's right. It gives the creatures the ability.
That's something that's kind of interesting I learned today. So if in a tournament you're ever playing Tabernacle, if your opponent's like, oh, does True Name have protection from Tabernacle? You can say, yes, he does. And then as upkeep, you say, no, that's dead. Yeah, he doesn't have protection. That's why sometimes I name myself. Wait a minute.
I've seen Brian like misdirection Abrupt Decays.
Yeah.
To kill. Yeah. You know, or like lightning bolts to kill their own. It's kind of fun.
We kind of missed a little bit of a Barnstormer turn here. So we got Sarah Avenger, Mother Runes. The sword's gone, so must have got Disenchanted. Yeah, I see Disenchanted graveyard. And we got we got Monastery Mentor out.
So Trace probably feels pretty good about running the creatures out here because there is no white source on the other side of the board. Oh, and just a pass back. So yeah, not only does Noah need to be able to put something on. Oh man, you can't swords either.
I would think you'd never name yourself with True Name. Just punishing Fire and Maze with the deck. I just want to get my opponent to name himself one time. I would never play lands either. I've got a lot of self-respect. So
Trace is kind of gonna hand a monk on over.
He gets to crush.
Yeah, he does. This is gonna be 5 damage.
A Sarah Avenger can attack. Oh, is that 8? Yeah. So is he really at 8?
Yeah.
There's 2 islands. No one got the Tundra. It's another Tundra that can get wastelanded. I know this is hindsight's 2020, but did we really need to have the Phyrexian Rover attack for 2? I feel like Sarah Avenger was going to be the main win con, and not knowing it, no, it didn't have a white source.
Yeah, the goal was just to protect it.
I didn't like that. That's just
I mean, Noah had to rip it off the top or cantrip into it, and Trace just figured, let's get the damage in now while.
Yeah, but then he has Wasteland for the Tundra next turn too. Like, in this case, okay, so there's Stoneforge, which is really good.
Yeah.
I actually think if you naked yourself, it would have protection from a tavern of Triggle you can't control. I don't know what that means.
If you naked yourself.
You naked yourself. Oh yeah, the Wild Slash.
Oh, true nightmare. Me and HC Fox had a killer moment in our 24-hour stream at the end of last year, where we used a Wild Slash to get through Energy Field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Stoneforge is gonna get anything. So you put him at 6.
Probably Fire and Ice. Like Fire and Ice seems like, oh, not sure. Yeah, Fire and Ice seems like the most powerful, and you can always use Mother of Ruins to just push through the creature that it's equipped to. So most likely that's going to happen this next turn.
Yeah, if Noah doesn't draw a land, I think it's pretty much for sure. He's got the Terminus in hand. It looks like he drew.
Did it force?
Yeah,
it was. That's not going to do much as long
Force Terminus, another Mentor. Yeah, Force Terminus, another Mentor.
That's not doing much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Scoops it up and get a game 3.
That's good. That was like, so now we're going to get to go to game 3.
All right, let's check up on our other table. See what's going on here.
Oh, I was right. He's on Deathblade. So he's got for sure. Because you've got Leovold, True Name, 2 Death Rights, a Trop, and a Scrub one on the field. There's not a lot of decks that play that otherwise. And there's also a Noble Hierarch. He's 4-color Deathblade, so I would keep the 4-color. It's like what it's called. Yeah, there you go. If I was from Europe, I would tell you this is the best deck. Supposedly, the 4-color Deathblade deck posts the best metrics when it comes to like win ratios and win percentages, and supposedly it's not that close.
Yeah.
And I can believe it because if you name good cards, it seems to have a lot of them. The issue is it's a little bit clunky. This choke seems absolutely terrible. He just choked 1 Trop, there's Noble and 2 Deathright, and Leovold and True Name.
Got him.
I mean, I don't really. I mean, maybe it's relevant. It's not very relevant.
It's gonna be a lot of damage this turn.
Yeah, we're looking at 6 and then a Deathright burn, so 8. Or Deathright will just attack, so probably leave 1 Deathright.
Yeah.
Back, unless he's got another play. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So 7 to the dome, cuts his life in half, puts him on the edge, and then he plays a deck where he has like 1 card outs. So like there's a Glacial Chasm in his hand, which is a buy turn time for him to make a 2020 intro. I guess you could choke. I don't know. Yeah, it's not. I mean, with the mana dorks and the Trop and Scrubline, it's pretty mediocre.
That choke's like worse than a Wasteland. Much worse than a Wasteland.
I mean, Tabernacle here, though, with the choke is going to pretty much save Leovold and True Name for a turn and kill everybody else.
Yeah.
He's got, like I said, Paul's got Glacial Chasm in his hand, so there's.
He's definitely not dead.
Yeah, his land count's pretty low. He's got 3 lands, which is pretty interesting. That's him picking up the cards.
Yeah, he just found that he couldn't win that game.
Let's see. Well, that looks like it's going to a game 3. So 1-1.
Yeah,
Paul, because they were sideboarding.
Yeah, it does look that way. Yeah, 2 game 3s. Excellent.
Yeah, it's good. So we missed. So we had an Aether Vial. We missed the Aether Vial and Rashad Port, which is pretty good. That's a good start.
It really is. I mean, if Trace's just picking up that Aether Vial and just Rashad importing every turn, it's going to be really hard for Noah to function, especially if you can get a Thalia down soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to 2.
And there's a Thalia. I think he has 2. He has 2 Thalia.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
There's like a mechanic in like Future Sight where you can like discard like your legend to like pump your guy or something.
Granure.
Oh yeah.
Granure, something like that.
All legends should just have that. Oh, it's the limited guy.
I thought that was a one-time thing. Come on, Mikey.
He's like, do we know this person?
Yeah.
Oh. Does he play Magic?
Sometimes.
Where does he play?
What do you think?
He just plays limited?
No, I want to say I've seen him play like Modern or something. I can't remember.
Plays like Goblins or something. He's one of those guys where he's got like his Goblin lackeys like in his trunk still, waiting for the day. Let's see here. Mirror Crusader and Thalia. So he's gonna try to go hard in the paint here with the Mirror Crusader.
Okay.
And he's untapping.
Yeah.
Is that a recruiter for Baron Industry too?
That would be a pretty good draw.
There's two. Okay, there's two Rashadan ports. This is gonna be good.
Oh, you borrowed HC Fox Stifle Knot deck when you were here, or was that when is that when Brian had the Stifle Knot deck built?
Oh, it was like
the weird Manifest
Destiny.
Yeah, the Manifest Destiny one.
It's like playing decks from 2006.
Yeah.
Anytime where you
with
have
a weird manifest.
Anytime where you have a
twist.
2-card combo where you just lose the Swords of Plasha is like not the best.
Or Fatal, or I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, Fatal
Push gets it.
Hey, is this LeBron? Is LeBron really a Mirror Crusader? I don't think LeBron's really a Death and Taxes player.
I don't think so either.
Dude, that's what Mirror Crusader is. He's the guy that you put in the paint, he bangs in the paint, he double strikes, and he's gonna get you damaged. It's really all he's meant for. It's not anything else, you know.
He's like the part of this deck that actually puts pressure on the opponent.
Yeah.
You know, like the rest of the decks all like here's a little thing, and then
everything does is Supreme Breath.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is okay because he's got this vial on 3, so that means he's got some sort of play. Now,
he could have saved the Mirror Crusader.
Yeah. I actually was thinking about that too. But yeah,
looks like he's just gonna go for a recruiter here.
That's fine. I think that's totally okay.
I mean, you recruiter for another Flicker Wisp, and then this next turn you go attack for or this. I mean, he has another Flicker Wisp, right?
Yeah.
So he can blink recruiter, go get another Flicker Wisp, which seems pretty great.
Did he pay 5? It looks like he paid 5. Okay, yeah. He's been slow to the take.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. He just hit 3s and can't be blocked. LeBron is true name nemesis. It's a good analogy. He doesn't hit that many 3s, so he's not really 3. He does hit 3s every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
No, Steph Curry probably is true name nemesis in all honesty.
Probably.
The baby-faced assassin. True name's also an assassin. It kind of makes sense.
Perfect.
LeBron's basically Gurmag Angler.
He's gonna beat you in combat.
He's gonna beat you.
And when he hits hard.
Okay, so Noah just drew a Mentor, which I don't think he wants to tap out for. He's got 2 swords though.
Swords cost 2. Trace has Vial on 3. So he can just like save whatever gets swords. I actually think Trace is in a pretty good position considering like Noah has mana and cards.
I think he just drew a Wasteland, which is pretty relevant too.
Very.
With the 2 ports in the Wasteland, I'm not sure why I haven't seen that Wasteland slam down.
Start with an attack for 3.
Yeah, it looks like Noah's gonna be conservative about it. Let it go.
Go down to 7.
So Wasteland will take up the Tundra.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're tapping 2 lands.
Yeah.
And upkeep.
I think that is the right thing to do. He has a Stoneforge that he's considering playing, and he could just tap down the white source. But
no. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Well,
meh.
Yeah. Get the white.
Yeah.
Not gonna swords. Yeah. I don't know. I think he could have just played it a little bit more conservatively.
He could have.
I don't like losing Stoneforge to a counterspell.
So end of turn he's gonna Flicker Wisp the recruiter, go get another Flicker Wisp. Or sorry, end of his main phase or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty much. I mean, are we ready to call the mayor and start the parade? Is this pretty much over? Or he's at 7. Somebody call the mayor. Tell him to get the parade floats ready. Tell them to get the white banners out, but no blue, just pure white, no blue, and we're throwing a parade because this one's over. I don't think. Yeah.
Snapcaster's coming into block.
Noah is on what I call the bathroom breakout, where his last out is hope Trace needs to go to the bathroom and hopefully never comes back. Which is one of my favorite outs.
So end step.
Yeah,
this is brutal. So Flicker Wisp is okay. Mirror Crusader. I mean, I don't think it really matters what he gets here. I think Flicker Wisp would have been a little better. Yeah, so
yeah, this
tap 2
lands.
lands.
Doesn't matter. He could have went and gotten like Grizzly Bear.
Mm-hmm.
He can't even get Grizzly Bear.
He could. All right, Trace gets this one over Miracles.
All right. Last game won too, so it was a good showing. ENT, yeah, it's not dead yet. Well, probably die when it plays cool against Command next round.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, what's going on here?
So it looks like Corey just surgicaled either Punishing Fire or Thespian Stage. Looks like Thespian Stage.
And this is in response to a crop rotation. Yeah, this is a real good time to hit a Thespian.
Yeah. It's gonna kill one angle, but you can see there's a Life from the Loam in Paul's hand. There's a Ghost Quarter. Corey's deck doesn't run basics. There's a Mana Dork out. There's a Punishing Fire in the yard. I don't know if our Deathrite Shaman has a tap Tropical Island, so maybe he's sick. Yeah, I'm not too sure what list he runs. You know what list he runs? Trace, what D&T list he uses? It's pretty stock list, right? Flicker, Wiz, Recruiter. He runs the Palace Jailer one. That's the only difference that I know is he runs Palace Jailer.
Yeah, he runs the one of Palace Jailer. It's a pretty stock list. It's like 2 Phyrexian Revoker. It's 2 Sarah Avenger. Those one Sanctum Prelate.
Death and Taxes is like a 56 card deck, right? Like, is it like 52 maybe?
No, it's more like 52. Like there are some flex slots. Like there are some people that like to run Bramaz. There are some people who run a Mainboard Planeswalker. But yeah, there's it's definitely like pretty similar.
Hey, you took your spot. You're fired. You're out. You're out of here. Start playing Black Red Reanimator.
What's the point of the calendar up at the top of the screen?
I don't think they're gonna.
You can just look at it.
I don't think they're gonna run Mox Amber. I think Aether Vial is just supremely better. And Legacy, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I heard people have been screwing it out with Modern, but Modern Death and Taxes and Legacy Death and Taxes are basically like the difference between a Diet Coke and like a vodka.
Seriously,
it can be any more different.
Mox Amber is a really, really hard card to use. I've been toying with one in Modern, and it's like meant to use Mox Amber, and it's still just
like not that explosive. Because like you want to be Mother of Ruining or Aether Vialing like 90% of the time. Like you have Thalia, but still.
That's like the only thing that activates it, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it was the guy. Yeah, I know there was one guy who was doing it. There was Sophie was a hot type to beat True Name. I think the way you beat True Name is you just flood the board and just put a heavier clock on him. That's generally how you beat True Name.
Yeah.
Gurmag Angler beats True Name because he's bigger, and usually their True Name has to just hold back, and then the Delver just flies over. True Name's definitely not unbeatable. Just it's hard when you don't have any ways to get rid of him. So he's recurring. Yeah, so he's got the second Grove to recur. So it looks like the Deathrite won't make it. Which is pretty key. Corey does have a True Name in his hand, so if Paul can't cut him off the third land pretty soon here, this will present a problem. Yeah, so this is our, it's not really a Hail Mary, it's more just like a shovel pass. There it is.
Yep.
It's a, good old shovel pass to get True Name Nemesis out. And at this point, it's no Thespian Stage. So how does Paul deal with True Name? Where he's got what, the stupid card to drop a honey?
He can loop Glacial Cat. Oh yeah. He can't do that without Thespian Stage, huh?
Yeah. So here he comes, the man himself.
So he needs to like thaw out Dark Depths before.
Yeah.
Before this kills him.
I'm sure there's something else that we're like, I don't know. I mean, he's certainly not going to Punishing Fire kill him.
No, not before True Name.
So I get okay. There's Tyler's Tracker.
Right.
Also, there's Ghost Court or Tabernacle, right? Like he just blows up all of Corey's lands.
And then gets a Tabernacle on it. That would take a lot of time. But yeah.
It's a strange question.
9:30. I think usually somebody's here at 10, Mikey.
Yeah, it's Tyler's Tracker. Of course he's gonna return. He's got nothing else he's done. Played a guy online who was playing bug control with Tyler's Tracker. Odd. Felt good when I lightning bolted it. He didn't have to draw a card because it wasn't labeled.
Tireless Checker is a good card, but I think this is kind of its home. I don't really think that playing it in like a mid range strategy is really all that ideal. There are better cards.
Yeah, this is probably the deck it belongs in. Maverick, isn't it? Played Maverick a little bit.
Yeah, you
one of.
One of. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But like you get it. Like, you have Green Sun, so you go and get it when.
Please, no Nick Fit stuff. Like Nick Fit is not a deck. It's actually just like a pile of cards, and I don't care it won the Legacy Challenge. I didn't play in the Legacy Challenge, and if I was playing, there's no way in hell Nick Fit would have won.
I'm not saying things can't use him. I'm just saying like.
Well, the thing he's like a good 3-drop. Like he's just good. Yeah. Like he's very good value and good stuff. Like he's a great. There's certain decks where he's just bananas in. He's bananas in lands. And there's certain times where he's great. Like
Nick Fit sucks. Nick's Fit is bae. Did you guys see that Nick's Fit actually was like featured in the GP like first round of day 2? Do you guys see that in Birmingham?
I don't know. I'm not.
I thought that was interesting.
That's not.
It got wrecked by Storm.
Yeah, let's talk about real decks. Like I don't consider Nick Fit a real deck.
No, Nick Fit is a real deck. It's been around for a long time.
Oh, also has been around for a long time. Let me think of another deck. That's just terrible.
There are so many that are in that category,
right? Like Pox, yeah, that's one. Or like High Tide, right?
Those decks are dead though. Nick Fit's not completely dead.
I'd rather play Agrolome.
Yes, Agrolome's a better deck.
Yeah, Zoo's better. I'm on board with that. Tribal Flames is way better than Veteran Explorer or Kurt Ape, right? 2/3. You even play Wild Mikado. I think you don't play Kurt Ape anymore. I don't know.
Nick's Fit has some problems though. Scary Rar, like it.
Legacy Infect actually is not. So Legacy Infect kind of used to be a lot better. I think with printing a Fatal Push, it got a lot worse.
Yeah,
there was probably because there was a period where Death Rider around and Infect was a good strategy. Like it was decent.
I think I do think that Legacy Infect is probably a better deck than Nick Fit.
I actually wouldn't mind messing around with Legacy Infect. It's kind of interesting, Any blue, I'm a fan of blue combo decks like Sneak and Show and Legacy Infect. So
you're putting Agrolome together while watching this. That's one of those decks that I've always wanted to play, but I never had the diamonds, and now I do. So like,
can I? This is gonna sound weird, and this is a sidetrack. I would not mind trying to split Agrolome with you because I've talked about this. Agrolome's like,
no,
because you need chalices too.
I need chalices. Yeah,
chalices.
Actually, I'm gonna have it built here in a moment.
Oh wow!
I think I'll have everything.
Okay, never mind. You're just gonna build that, dude. Dude, you actually, as a Jund player, you may really like Agrolome.
Oh, I know I will. It's a lockout deck. I like locks. Like Tezzret's the same way.
I do miss that it doesn't run Countryside Crusher anymore and Terravore, but still.
Yeah, well, what can you do? True Nightmare. Would you mind sending me a list if you have one? You sprung for diamonds. I did get a good deal. I actually got a really good deal. Three of them I got for 200, and one I got for even less than that. So
Spicy Doom followed us. Don't you have to acknowledge him?
Oh yeah, Spicy Doom. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Do we have any beta duels at the shop? No. Mm-hmm. We move through our inventory duels like crazy. Like we can't keep duels in this shop for more than a month, and I'm talking like plateau. If we had a plateau, that sucker would not stay in our store for very long, and nobody even needs that. Yes. Sorry, I just wanted a reference list. Thank you so much, True Nightmare.
Oh, this is like the actual like primer. Like there's like an Agrolome website. Like the guys like it. There's like a lot of research.
So I have this.
Bobby's,
this. Oh no, I need this.
Chalice of Void?
Yeah, but
get him anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna get him anyway. So
should have bought the ones from that was on.
Have it.
Do you have 3 of those guys? Liliana? Yeah, because
yeah,
John, right?
yeah,
Okay.
I have John. 2 by you. Yep. 3 girl.
You have Sirblind and Savannah as a cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the deck.
Yep.
2 by you, Badlands.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, once I get 3 more Chalice, I'll have literally everything.
Not to
for
bash on Jund, but this is probably actually the real Legacy Jund deck.
Yes, it is absolutely, and it's really good. It pushes hate much harder than most. Sorry, got distracted there for a second.
I'm excited. Someone I know who has Agrelon built, so I can one day play Agrelon.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be casting on Tuesdays, and I might actually get to play on some Fridays now. So, like when I'm casting, you can always use it.
Yeah. Yeah, Liliana Last Hope is just a machine right now in this meta.
It really is. Like I can't tell you how many games I've seen one on camera.
Name a deck where Liliana the Last Hope is bad.
Like in the deck?
Storm. It's bad against Storm.
Oh, it's bad against Storm, yeah. But we only have like 1 Storm player.
No, I'm just saying like overall the meta in general. Like Sneak and Show, Storm, but like any fair deck it's gonna be good against.
Yeah.
And even like Elves is amazing. Like, she kills like all the creatures.
She kills a lot of things. She really does.
I'm not Killgirl either. She's just really good, and then like her -2 obviously is just bananas.
Agrelon, you get back like knights, don't you?
Oh, you get 4 knights, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't have 4 knights.
I
missed that. Okay.
They're cheapo anyways.
Yeah. They were printed in Iconic Masters, weren't they?
For sure, yeah. You can always get the stupid knight that looks like a cartoon. It's like $3.
Oh, I hate that one. Ew, no, I'm not using that. No, I'd rather use an Iconic Masters one. Oh, choke! It's getting 1 land again.
That's sick. Choke. But Jace is doing work. So True Name and Tireless Tracker basically just cancel each other out. We kind of got sidetracked, and I kind of feel bad. But so I mean, the evolution of this game has become kind of what we predicted. There was an attack on Corey's mana base to potentially just win the game that way, while True Name, instead of attacking, has held back the Tireless Tracker.
Yep, it's kept Jace upticking, and it looks like Jace is probably going to end this game.
So with the choke, the danger here is there's no like Ghost Quarter. Maybe you just got it back, but the danger here obviously is the Tabernacle. Tabernacle basically is going to save True Name for a turn, or Noble will save the True Name for a turn to block the Tireless Tracker, so Jace can hold up. He's got Tabernacle in hand.
Yeah, he does. It's right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably is the card, huh?
Yeah, it is. It'd be interesting to see if Corey sandbagging lands, knowing that if he's got a fetch, that's actually really relevant, because then potentially Paul would have to double Ghost Quarter. Without an exploration, it's pretty hard. You know. Or rest.
Yeah, Rip got rid of everything. Yeah.
Just Tabernacle.
Okay. Yep. So he's gonna pay for the True Name, and then
there's a daze. Is it? There's nothing he could have dazed. I was gonna say there's a way he could. If with the Noble, is there any way he can cast anything to just trigger a daze? That'd be pretty relevant.
Yeah. So this choke actually is being decently relevant. What?
That's okay. Let's just see how this.
He's reconsidering. Yeah, you got to keep the True Name, right? You have to.
You need a fetch land. The dream right now is a fetch land, because the fetch land can't be Ghost Quarter. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have a dream. Oh, Force of Will is not the hottest card here. So Jace will go to 11, but it's a turn too short. Unless he unless he's got like swords fetch, like unless he's got swords in his hand and he draws the fetch, obviously. That's the thing, is just like I'm just not too sure what the line potentially is, because Corey's hand.
No, I think Paul wins this one in a couple turns. I mean, he's got to kill the Jace first, I guess. Okay.
I don't. Is he bouncing? I don't like the bounce, because you're gonna lose your True Name anyways, right? So like it's inevitable. If anything with Jace, why not brainstorm and try to find the fetch?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, that's my only thing. I didn't like the balance. It was something that kind of went in my mind, but you doing 3 damage isn't going to win you the game. That's my only thing with that play. I think our out was to get a fetch, potentially maybe even get a swords. So I would have brainstormed, I think, in retrospect. Now force a will, he can't force it. The force is good. He did draw force, and us not mailing mage didn't realize.
We definitely did miss that.
So that's good. So that's actually really good. So that actually probably was 100% the right play.
This is gonna go look for another tracker.
I would daze this.
Does he?
No,
does he still have it? Does he still have the daze?
Yeah, no, because he removed mailing mage. Yeah, I didn't realize that he had the force a will. That makes 100% more sense because now Paul's probably gonna get some sort of way to deal with Chase, and I'm not sure what that is in his deck, like a Mishra's Factory, right?
Yep. Well, that looks to be the card. But this is the thing about Gamble is that this is where Gamble's like at its worst, right? Well, he could actually discard this card. Yeah, it is a risky gamble. You're exactly right.
Like, no offense, but like, yeah, I mean, like,
I guess it's like, oh, I guess it's like a, oh, okay, 1 in 6. Yeah, no.
Oh,
he got it.
Boom. Oh.
It's just gonna happen.
That's okay. Like, I've lost so many games with the lands players just like, oh, my out is just a Dark Depths combo, and they draw the Thespian stage. So this is just karma for all those times. This is when your mom tells you that when you eat your vegetables, you grow up to be big and strong. We grew up to be big and strong. That's how that worked.
Yeah, he packs it up. The gamble action, hitting the card he got. That's all he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no daze, right? Or was there was a second card in his hand?
Yep. Good guys win. That's good. Whenever a blue fair deck beats lands, it's just one of those things where it's what's right. It's like a fair election. It's just like a fairy tale ending coming true. It's what the world deserves and what's what the world wants. You know, blue fair deck.
Is that a condemn?
He's got a lot. Yeah, is that a condemn? That is.
Yeah, the textless condemn.
It's good to know he's got the Paul package still. So. Oh, lands. Yeah, right. Lands is like not a real Lands is like I said. It's like I don't even want to get in a lands thing. Lands is just such a weird deck.
It's pretty strange.
I beat lands with Bizarro last night. Don't you play lands now? Like, isn't that like weird? It's like beating up on yourself.
No, he said he'd try out lands. That's kind of different, right?
I would. I actually rather play slow depths before I played lands. I'm not a fan of lands. It's just not.
Oh, speaking of what diamonds gets you close to, though. Now that I have diamonds, all I need is just a tabernacle for lands. That's it. That's all. That's all I need.
We can steal it.
Okay. Oh, actually, I know somebody who has one. Yeah.
I don't want to take Paul's. Paul like went through this weird phase where like maybe I should sell my tabernacle. I had like yell at him. How I learned to stop.
And then he went and got it signed. Yeah.
Lands is like my problem with like I'm glad lands is a deck. I just don't. It's just like one of those things where it's just like I don't know. I'm glad it'll never be the best deck because it shouldn't ever be the best deck. It should just be a gimmick deck, and I'm glad it is. That's how I feel about lands.
It is kind of surprising that it is a top tier deck, though.
Well, it makes sense. It's you just make a 20/20, you kill people, and you get a Ghost Quarter and Punishing Fire combo people. You just do some good stuff.
Yeah,
you get crop rotation, life from the loans, draw 3 cards.
What's crazy about it is how consistent it is. I mean, it doesn't really have draw, right? Like you just dredge off your life from the loans.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good though. You get to see 3 cards. So I'm not a fan of the deck. I never will be. I don't really. It's one of those decks where it's just not on the spectrum of like the blue fair decks. Like it's a fine deck. You know, you should have like one lands player in your state, and other than that, like you shouldn't have any more. Like it's just one of those things where you need the one guy to just like to maybe kind of counter like fair decks getting out of control, and then other than that, just stay away.
Yeah, so our state has one too many lands players.
Yeah, 2 up. I don't know about upsets in round 1. I'll take a 4-color Deathblade. Zach, who we may see, is done pretty well against lands in the past.
Okay,
he's got 4 true names. When you get 7 mana dorks and get a true name out, pretty good against lands. Meddling Mage, Swords to Plowshare. Yeah, it's not great for his Merit Lage, but how many games have I lost because I'm just running down the gauntlet and just running it down, and they just make a 20/20 and beat me? I would say is probably 80%. So it's one of those things where being able to buy yourself that out is fine.
I wonder.
See,
I wonder if Paul and Corey actually drew.
Yeah, it is a weird breed. It's like the whole prison combo thing, and it's funny because like you can like point out the Lance players. It's just like they always can have a certain type of personality. I'll ask him. I gotta use the head anyways.
Okay. They might have drawn because our timer did say.
No, it's because Trace is playing for you.
You could still be a pair up.
I can leave this now.
Okay. All right. So it looks like we've got D&T again. A deck we don't see a ton of on camera. Usually like max once a tournament. Get this all set up for you guys. Yeah, so Corey did get that match. Okay. And then on our backup match, we've got TJ. He's usually on like a Sultai. Control. / mid-range, something, whatever you want to call it. And then, I'm not sure what Fergie's on. Do you know what Fergie's on?
No, he's borrowing a deck from Ryan, so Merfolk.
Probably Merfolk or some other Chalice deck.
Yeah, but Paul Scoop. So.
Okay. Proper Paul. Alright, let's see. So who are we watching this round? Are we gonna watch Fergie versus TJ, or are we gonna watch D&T versus Blade? That's like two Stoneforge decks playing against each other.
We'll only let the people decide.
The people decide?
Did you ever watch the stream where I gave the people Termaglyphs? They asked for Termaglyphs, and the guy drew two Termaglyphs in a row. And I said, I'm just gonna go put a Termaglyph on the table. And I like went outside to check out something else. And the guy like played a Termaglyph, and he played a second one because I gave the people Termaglyphs. So there
you go.
I'm a big believer of giving the people what they want.
I saw Brainstorm, so it's probably either like that Grixis control deck that he's messing with. Hey, what's up, Bryce?
Oh, not this guy.
Yeah,
Can we time him out? He'll just come in and cheer. It's weird.
He's a mod. I can't time him out.
Oh really?
No, I probably can.
Ask him to resign.
Hey Bryce, can you resign, please? Or come and talk about some Magic with us.
So, yeah. So we got Soul Tycoon. Excuse me. Yeah, we could watch. I love Stoneforge Mystic. We could just watch that. I swear Fergie's on Merfolk.
Well, we're gonna jump over here since it started.
Well, we got a turn 1 Aether Vial and a turn 2 Aether Vial.
Yeah.
And Wasteland, which is very good against Corey for a deck that doesn't run basics and for not drawing his mana dork. So he's probably playing double fetch. Well, that he is.
There you have it. Bryce resigned.
That's good. People have this is like, it's like 2012 or 2016 all over again. Paragon's great again.
now that Bryce is gone. Even though Bryce is still here.
We're going to start winning so much that you guys are going to get sick of winning.
He is our top cheerleader at 2 bits.
What does that even mean? It
means he's a cheerleader.
I don't even know what that means. You're talking about bits and stuff.
I don't think Bryce would make the best cheerleader.
No, that Mikey has been pretty quiet. He said his few things about limited. Said something about that he's going to catch a ride with his sister, and that was about that. That was about it.
Yeah.
So he's pretty.
Kind of came and went.
Yeah.
You guess his timeout finished. Did you guys time him out earlier?
Oh, you timed him out? Oh.
I
don't think they did.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I always feel like people are super quiet until I start scrolling back in the chat. Then I'm like, holy crap. Oh, okay. Swarming dirt was like, he'll at least match you. All right, so this is what Trace wants, right? Like he wants like True Nightmares, like no. Bryce does not get to be the cheerleader.
Yeah, don't worry. What are you doing? Why are you watching Magic driving on the freeway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get over here and talk once you're here. All right, here's True Nemesis.
Which,
Trace can race this.
3 polluted deltas. True name. Yeah, he does. He's got two vials. The 1 and 2 and 1. Sarah Avenger. This wasteland. Corey almost held all the polluted deltas just because of the fact that Trace had the wasteland. We can get a mom. Mom is if Trace could have landed a mom, I think this would have been almost.
There's the mom. It's right there. Yep. Attack for 3. Here's Mother of Runes.
That needs to get dazed potentially. Corey's got a daze, and I think you got to daze this.
Yeah, it puts him further off mana, and there hasn't been a land yet. You know how dangerous this daze could be if there was a second wasteland, like.
Yeah, but also Mother of Runes will just win you the game.
But he could have forced it though. You know, like there's 2 Aether Vials. Why are you sitting here with a Force Wheel in hand?
That's true, but if he's got another blue card and stops Swords to Plowshare, maybe Corey's got another threat. Maybe he's got Stoneforge. Looks like this could be a Stoneforge play. Scrubland Shop Island.
Sure. I wonder if Corey's actually willing to attack here, because this is like a Mirren Crusader or a Recruiter turn.
Well, he's not. He's certainly
there's Stoneforge Mystic.
Getting Batter Skull. It's going to be the play, I'm pretty sure. Because the racing, so Sarah Avenger puts him to 11, or Jete.
Yeah.
Sarah Avenger puts him to 11, Stoneforge will activate him, so then he'll put him to 8, depending on what. Yeah, you're right.
The interesting thing about this is Phyrexian Revoker is in Trace's hand as well, so he can actually just shut off the Jete once it's in play, and he can do it at instant speed. So he's probably going to play that now. Oh no, he has Thalia. Okay. Thalia plus Mirren Crusader, like.
Yeah, that's
okay. This is a ton of pressure. I mean, the True Name Nemesis is absolutely in the way. Okay, deciding to go for the Recruiter here. This makes sense.
What do you get in this situation? You need to get Stoneforge getting equipment just to go to war with the Sarah Avenger. That seems to make sense with me.
Yeah. He's probably looking for a sword, or a Jete, right?
Yeah, the only thing is, so he does want to. So Stoneforge will bring in. So there's no way Jete gets equipped next turn, so he can sandbag the Revoker a little bit.
Well, that was end of turn, so he's if he draws a land too, like he could actually like cast something. And is that a Flicker Wisp?
Do not know. It's a good start from Trace.
Yeah, this is a really strong
and then
start.
the Thalius can be really relevant taxing on Corey because he can't do a lot. He's 3. Everything's going to cost 2 mana basically.
Right, and the second Stoneforge activates to put in Jete.
Yeah,
it's just like okay, Revoker on Jete, and then he knows what to go get with his Stoneforge.
That's right. Probably gonna be a little too late.
Definitely too late.
Just gonna brainstorm the hand. What is that? Force. That's force. His hand doesn't look like the greatest either.
Yeah, he doesn't. He does not have to play the Phyrexian Revoker right here. So this is going to be a Mirren Crusader. Oh man, when Death and Taxes looks really good, it looks really good.
Yeah, he's playing everything.
Yep. So probably going for Sword of Fire and Ice. This is what I would go for, just because it allows one more creature to attack. Okay, he goes for Jete. This is kind of weird to me because I'm pretty sure that he's
Rising. Yeah.
Well,
I like Sword of Fire and Ice here.
Yeah.
He's changing his. Oh, yeah. Maybe he's already gotten his hand.
I mean, it doesn't really matter like what he has in hand anyway. He doesn't have a second mana.
Sword of Fire and Ice is a quicker clock, though.
Yes, and the chances of him putting a Revoker on Jitte is like really high anyway.
Yeah. Because he'll shut off his Jitte. Too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm a little confused by that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if
I mean, it might not matter anyway. Like, he doesn't have a second mana, right? Like, he can't even cheat it into play without the second mana anyway.
Yeah, for sure. There's Jitte.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I would wait.
Yeah, you don't want to wait till they have priority. You need to do it on the you need to do it at the upkeep or the draw step.
Yeah, I think.
What does Corey have? Like, does he have anything at the moment?
I know he's got a Force of Will, which doesn't do anything. Right now.
No.
The biggest thing is he needs is a swords. So if he still can't. So if he can swords, he can eat with Deathrite, equip the Jitte, and then Stoneforge has to chump block the Mirror Crusader return volley.
I think Trace is winning on the next turn. He gets to throw in a Wisp here. That's plenty of damage on board.
For sure. I mean, he could even do it on Stoneforge or Paladin.
Probably do it on Recruiter.
His advantage is just so ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, he's not even going to activate. Okay, yeah, and here's a...
I think he wants to save the Flicker Wisp for the Saravenger, because if it gets swords by Corey, he can save it.
Yeah.
He's going to win that way. Yeah, just save the Flicker Wisp for the Saravenger. He's got the second land, so Stoneforge can bring in the Jitte and equip the next turn. Like, we don't need to go fast. Like, maybe Corey eats a few turns with Deathrite Shaman, but... Yep, looks like that's going to happen. Eat some other runes. I mean, Trace is at 20.
Yeah. This game could still turn around, though. It would take a lot, but...
There's something to be said...
I still think there's a window.
There's something to be said about potentially... So he's... I don't know why he's... There's something to be said about equipping... Trim, just killing... Oh, I can't equip it because Revoker.
Yeah, Revoker is shutting down Jitte. I mean, yeah, so Trace is probably just going to throw in his Jitte. Like, why not?
He can't equip it.
No, he can't use it.
Oh,
if he does, I'll make you run out there.
He's gonna try. Come on. Yeah, I think he just wins if he gets Sword of Fire and Ice. I think if he got any sword in the multiverse, he would have been fine. I think if he would have got Bronze Sword, he would win. Because build +1/+1.
Yeah.
I think him just getting the Jitte is just an oversight with the Friction Revoker. There's no creatures left, so I mean the inevitability is here, and I if anything, I think he could have just Alpha Strike this turn too.
So he has to block Mirror Crusader. Like, he's gonna chump with.
He's one turn away from the Alpha Strike.
Yeah, he would have dealt 2 damage. So
yeah, so wait for it.
Yeah. This next turn is the Alpha Strike turn.
He could have Flicker Wisp, but I guess like the Deathrite.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He could have.
I think it's okay to do this. Make Corey beat you instead. I don't think another true name's fine. Like, I think he wants to see another true name because that means Saravenger is going to be a-okay still.
Pretty much anything but a removal spells.
And even with the removal spell, it gives you 6 power in the air. You know what I mean? Because in Reflector Wisp.
Yeah,
that's perfectly okay.
True name and
yeah, you can Flicker Revoker. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do.
Yeah, end a turn. Flicker Revoker, be able to get his Jitte into a creature. That'd be interesting.
He's shooting the fetch. Look at this guy.
He is hitting the fetch?
Yeah. He's basically telling Corey, hey, if you
he hit the value.
I would have hit the fetch because it's like, hey, you wanna go to 3 life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's another Wasteland, so
hit the fetch. The people want you to hit the fetch.
I think he's figuring it out right now that he can attack with everything.
Yeah, because Corey can't sword. Well, he can swords because death right, but
I mean, he could.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for it, and I think he's gonna get it.
Corey's got Force of Will and Daze. So yeah, there's a True Name blocks 2 best guys. Stoneforge blocks Sky. Deathrite blocks Sky. Corey can't fetch.
Yeah, he probably even throws in the Flicker Wisp to save like the Mirror Crusader or something.
All right, this one's not a Call the Mayor game because it's only game 1, but this one's definitely over.
Falcon Punch.
I don't know what's happening. 3.
He's got 4 blockers. He can only block 4 of these guys, and
Yeah.
And there are 6 guys. So 3's
no
coming.
No creatures in the grave either. So that's.
Are there? Yeah, there are 0.
Yeah. So now he's at 3. I just don't know. No, he fetched to get a fetch. This is. I don't understand. Yeah. I guess we're just going through the motions. Evoker, that's right there. True Name there.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Hold on.
Are you sure?
Well,
no, because it doesn't matter.
No. Aren't you supposed to? Oh, no, you can't do that. No. He needs to put the Stoneforge in front of the Thalia, so first strike damage gets dealt, and then it goes to the graveyard, and then you get to gain 2 life.
Yeah, don't tell him though, because he's obviously. You want? I can take the still. You want the still?
No, I'm good. Yeah. You got your spot.
Guys, look what we found.
I made it. I didn't crash. I almost crashed. This is an intense.
You're right. You're 100% right though about the first strike thing.
Yeah. He could live.
That's actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. That's really interesting.
What am I missing here?
So technically this is lethal, but if we reassign the blockers to the point where the first strike person.
No, he found it. He found it.
Okay.
Yeah, he found it. Okay.
Flicker Wisp is. I guess he could flick. Well, it's too late because first strike. Oh, he brought in another Revoker.
On blocks, he gets to put in Revoker on Deathrite.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. Why? Okay. Yeah. It's over.
You had the line before me.
He's dead in a lot of different ways. He still had the Flicker Wisp too, so he could have just Flicker Wisp for safety.
It sounded like he was going to be dead anyway, right? Like the flyer would just get there eventually.
Oh, did Jorgensen actually say that before I figured it out? Probably.
Yeah, I think one thing he could have been a little bit more aggressive with the Flicker Wisp. That's about it.
He would have had to respond to the Ether Vial activation.
Mm-hmm. There was no creature, at that point.
Yeah. When the mom was the only thing other than a graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, so Trace Gate takes game 1, and we'll take a look at other people shuffling over here.
It's so chill out there. There's like some kind of chill Zen music playing, and it's like I walked in and what is this? What is happening today?
Paragon City just depends on who's working counter, man.
That's right.
It really does.
Tim's going Zen.
You gotta hear the bass of it.
I think it is Tim. Tim's working right now. Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? I didn't get to actually read anybody's chat. Were people saying things? I was just texting.
All I remember is that like at the very beginning of the stream, people. Oh, I can't even go back that far. People were like, "No, Bryce. This is a good chip moment."
Sure.
Yeah.
We can look at some decks here after this round. I've got some. There's some interesting stuff that's been happening this last week, and that'll be fun. And I've got some cards we can show off. Some altars.
I saw.
Want to see some cards?
I saw one thing. Did you only post one thing? Okay.
One at a time.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, this is gonna be weird going through your altars with you not here. I'm gonna be like, all right, Terry, it's Bryce altars time.
I like this one because it's got a ring.
There you go.
Oh, but yeah, sorry, I didn't really get to talk about it, Jorgensen, but I'm pretty excited because I did purchase 4 diamonds, and I also purchased a transmute artifact, just one, and
It's on his way.
it is. I'm gonna have it Wednesday, so I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh,
I should have it tomorrow.
We need a
Or
tabernacle for our sideboard of Agrolome.
All right.
You don't need it, but
Well,
it's nice if you have it.
So how about I'll have the deck and you have the tabernacle?
I can get, Italian ones are still 1,500, so.
I would be fine with an Italian one.
That
Oh,
one's
it
not
does.
going
It
anywhere.
really does have one in the side, huh?
It's fine. We can play without it.
Yeah,
We're just gonna we're gonna run Toxic Deluge instead, because the reason we need tabernacles for basically young pyromancer and elves. So we just draw our can't search her out at night, but still.
Oh yeah, I did buy. I also bought 2 city traders. So I need all I need for Tezzeret is 2 ancient tombs and 3 chalice.
Yep.
Which I could do right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. True Nightmare says not needed. He says it with all caps.
1,500 oversight.
Yeah. Compared to lands, you need it in lands.
Jorgensen just said it's marginal.
It probably is. Like, it's not like you have crop rots. You don't. You just have night.
Yeah.
So like, how often do you have night?
Oh, is he saying it's marginal in Agrolome, or is he saying the deck's marginal without it?
No.
Okay, yeah.
You don't
It's
need
marginal
that.
in
Okay,
average.
It's not
Yeah,
a must-have.
yeah,
in
it's
sideboard.
because like you're only gonna get it off a night, or you're gonna natural draw it, right?
And you almost don't want a natural draw.
And like once you have night in, then you're like, oh, now you have to start paying for your night.
That's actually true. Online, I've never lost to a deck playing Tabernacle, because I've played against Maverick. This guy used it in Maverick and I used it in Agrolome. Whenever they play it, it's always like super underwhelming. So yeah, I guess it's right. There we go. We can still play Agrolome.
Okay.
When are we playing this? What is?
Well, I got my diamonds.
We
so
just
I have
realized
the
he
whole
has
deck.
Agrolome
I have the whole deck now.
I see.
because he has
Yep.
Jund. It's just basically Jund.
I had Jund, and then I got diamonds, and now I have Agrolome.
You just need 4 Chalice to the Voids.
Just gotta finish those chalices. Which is funny because, like, as far as working at a store, there is no deck that I see people sell more often than Modern Tron.
Sure.
Okay, like people sell that deck and buy that deck more than any other deck. Like they'll buy it, and 2 months later they'll sell it again.
Yeah.
Do you need a second transmute for Tesno? No, not necessarily. It depends on your build. With Karn coming out, Jorgensen, I actually think that it's like less necessary, like because really you are pushing on your mana harder, and you can't go get your planeswalkers off the transmute. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I've discussed it with you a little bit. If I need a second one.
What does Corey have that he's bringing in for Death and Taxes?
He probably has some
Zealous
artifacts.
Persecution.
Does
Zealous Persecution. Yeah.
Zealous?
4-color Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, he
One
will.
or two?
The one's
Yeah.
one or two. It's
Yeah,
depends
card's
on
really
those.
good.
I was running 2 for a while, and then the one that got 9th place at Birmingham ran 1 in the board. So he's got that. I don't think what else is in. Probably just more removal.
I'll probably get by with just one Tezzeret for now, or transmute for now, Jorgensen,
So
and then
here's the fun
I'll
flooded
pick one up later.
strand game. If you don't respond to a
no,
revoker.
we've talked about
We've
this.
talked about this. Friction Invoker just says non-land.
non-lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got no defense at least though.
It's the pipping needle that you have to respond to.
Was Agrolome the deck that used to run Terravor? Used to run before
Sure.
night. It ran Terravor and 4 Countryside Crusher. That was Agrolome, right?
I think so. Green Sun Fatigue. Yep, you Green Sun Fatigue, and then you can't cast Green Sun anymore. You use the card that you can't cast later to get the card that makes it so you can't cast it later.
This is where Trace's ports and Wastelands are going to shine in this matchup. Especially with Corey doesn't have his mana doors. Because the deck's kind of light on lands. And it depends on the 7 mana doors. Good old Countryside Crusher.
The card is actually really impressive.
If you look
Once
at the
upon a
card
time.
when it was originally printed versus its reprint, it got a little bit more serious.
Dude, that card in Standard was insane, for its time at least.
So, what did he name in the dark with Revoker?
Deathray Shaman? Deathray Shaman or Stoneforge Mystic? We're playing a Stoneforge deck, right?
Yeah, but it hits his own, so he needs to think
Hey,
about.
Trace didn't care last game.
No, he
Jitte,
didn't.
then when he got Jitte.
He knew he was gonna name Jitte, and he's like, all right, play Stoneforge, go get Jitte. Like,
Sometimes that works though. If your Revoker dies, you at least don't.
I
keep it
guess.
that way.
he had backup Revoker.
Yeah.
You can sort of Fire Eyes.
Vile.
There's the
Yeah.
Wasteland. So there's 3 Trops in the deck and 2 Tundras. I know we like playtested this.
Yeah, we did.
Good old Tezzeret versus 4-color Deathblade.
That was a weird matchup.
Yeah.
Well, I think you won the match though.
I got blown out game 1 though. You had like 4 Planeswalkers on the board.
Yeah, it was insane.
So Force, what's getting forced here? Oh, Stoneforge. Okay.
Centaur Vinecrasher. Yeah, that card was, what was it, in like Commander 2015 or something like that. It's pretty good.
Especially when your opponent has no idea, like isn't expecting it, doesn't know how to play it, has to read the card 3 times.
Isn't Terravor just better?
This comes back from the graveyard. I don't think so.
Oh. Terravor has 3 mana though. I guess never mind. I only play decks that only get to 2 mana, so 2 drops seems like.
Okay, so Pithing Needle's gonna name Umazal's Jitte. And then here's a Sarah Avenger. Sarah Avenger, surprisingly enough, like I know a lot of D&T lists that have cut on Sarah Avenger to like the maximum, but every time Trace plays it, it seems to be an all-star. It's looked pretty good.
My first serious legacy deck I ever built had Sarah Avenger in it. Sarah Avenger, Weathered Wayfarer. Hell yeah. Wasteland people out of the game.
Oh man, and here's a sort of Light and Shadow. Or not Light and Shadow, sorry. War and Peace.
Yeah, I think this is wrapped up.
This is the problem with this deck, and it depends on the mana dork so much that if you don't,
he's packing it up.
Yeah, there's a Gideon. That would have been a pretty powerful play too. Look at Trace is barnstorming too. Came back from Miracle, started down at 0-1, and he's put up some good results.
Yeah, the decks looked really powerful. I mean, one of the big weaknesses of Death and Taxes is that it doesn't have draw manipulation. It also doesn't run any fetches, 0. So you're not even thinning your deck. You know, like you have this amount of land, and you just hope you don't draw them all.
So do you have the name switched?
Yeah, I do.
TJ playing Sultai Control on the left, and some fish. And these guys are in game.
We're not sure.
At least.
Probably.
It's called just Bug. No one calls it Sultai. It's called Bug. Don't do Sultai. Don't do it. Don't do it. At the GP, they called it Bug. There's like a big thing on Reddit about that.
Yeah, if I called it Bug, then I'd be giving the people what they want. So,
Yeah,
Sultai it is.
Merfolk was here the whole time, apparently. He was in disguise. Alright, he's in kind of a rough spot. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter if this guy's if I don't walk. He doesn't have any guys.
yeah, if his hand was
And he
full
can't
of
draw
goodies,
extra cards.
he'll be alright.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of. I mean, it's.
it's hard to race when.
I don't
when
really.
it's all that.
Yeah, this is kind of odd. I don't. Generally, they have like Lord after Lord after Lord after Lord.
Yep.
This is one of those maybe. I don't know.
Complete with white border lords and mismatch islands. I'm actually pretty sure that Ryan put this deck together
Yes,
like on purpose that way.
Push.
Are his forces mismatched? No, but if you borrowed my forces, they would be.
This match just looks painful.
Yeah, it's not looking so good. Like right now, TJ has more Merfolk on the board than Fergie does.
Yeah, it's not good. That's like the only thing good about Merfolk is that you get to run. Well, you get to run Aether Vial and you get to run 4 true names.
Yeah. Forward your new notices.
Yeah, I think you could scoop right here. There's nothing you're going to be able to do at this point. If that had worked, if that trick had worked, then maybe. But...
The Silver Gills better be a mix of Lorwyn and regular. Well, we just saw a Silver Gill that was like the promo from Ixalan or whatever.
He's a rejury.
So he might have all three. If you're gonna mismatch one thing, then you have to do it to everything.
Nope, just one card.
Oh.
That's true mismatching.
That was a painful. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
I think that's the.
Oh, maybe not. They're shuffling. Is it 1-1?
Well, we're gonna find out.
That was one of those matches where I felt like you lost so badly you actually lost twice.
Need a 4 and Black Border Lord.
Was that
in
game
there.
5? Because
Okay.
it felt like game 5.
Yeah. That was the stream must be done for tonight because that was just
No,
it's got to be 1-1.
All I
That game
remember
did not look like it lasted more than 5 minutes. Put 1-1 because
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. Oh, and the time spiral foil. Yeah, he could do it. I'll talk to him about it after. I'll make sure he
Why
knows.
does he have that deck?
He likes every chalice deck. Merfolk is a chalice deck.
Why does he have aggro on him? The greatest chalice deck there is.
Why doesn't he?
Yeah, he seems like an aggro person. He's like a burly woodsman construction man, where he'd be like, love Countryside Crusher. Like he basically is Countryside Crusher.
He basically, yeah,
Yeah, this big guy with a beard who,
Next time he's on camera,
likes to
let's
bulldoze
put
things
it,
in real life.
instead of Ryan, we're just gonna put Countryside Crusher.
Oh,
Countryside
man.
Crusher is playing.
If people play the decks that they were supposed to be playing, he would be playing the aggro lump. 100%.
I agree. That does seem like a deck that would fit him well. Makes me wonder what deck is it actually. What deck I fit.
Yeah, I want to know what deck I fit. Maybe there's like some like weird mind reader magic person who'd tell us, and they'd tell me I'm Nick Fit or something. They're like, you're Nick Fit.
No, I don't think so. I actually like.
I told you my story about the guy who went at Seattle the last round of the 5K. He tried to soul read what deck I was playing, and this is that. Were you here for the stream, or was it Matt and me?
No, I was here for this. Wait,
no, I don't think so. It was me and Matt.
Was it?
Yeah. So
I think you talked to me about this before.
He goes through it and he says, "Okay, you have a Spellgrounds, Matt. So that means you've been playing Magic for a long time." He's just like, "You're a white guy who's clean cut, so that means you probably have some fair blue deck." And he's like looking at me, and he's just kind of like looking. He's like, "I got you on check pile," and I was just like, "Man, I would be playing check pile if it wasn't for my buddy Calvin." So I was right. I guess I was meant to play.
I would actually put you on a Stoneblade deck if I had to.
Stoneblade decks are my favorite deck. When I first started playing Legacy again, I was playing Just Guy Stoneblade.
It actually does fit you.
Well, I just don't. It's just kind of hard to play Stoneblade right now. I don't like the 4-color Deathblade. I think it's a really good deck. I have problems with it. I just feel like it's too.
Channel it, True Nightmare. Channel it.
The Storm's like a good deck. Hey, Grixis Delver plays Cabal Therapy and the Taxing Probe.
Alright, so that's a Silver Galad right there. And he's going to reveal something I can't see. Looks like a Muro Ridgery. The promo version. Oh, there's 2 Ridgeries as well. That's hilarious. You can just have like every mismatched fish you can get. There are like 2 different versions of Curse Catchers now too. They got reprinted.
Let's see here, what are we gonna see? Baleful Strix. Be good. Until he plays a Lord.
Yeah. You day 2 GP Seattle with Grixis Delver. That's awesome. The show off.
What's his hand? He's got.
So if he gave us his tournament report and he didn't day 2, would he still be a show off?
Did somebody do a tournament report or they didn't day 2?
Yeah, he's just like I day 2 GP Seattle.
He didn't have to do. So what did he just do? Something just.
Him to Turok got countered.
Got countered by Curse Catcher.
That's pretty
The
good.
Him to Turok removal.
I'm okay with that. Fine,
2 mana, kill your 1/1.
He's got another Curse Catcher too. If he goes like Lord Curse Catcher, we're in the business. Oh, back to basics? Please tell me that's a back to basics. Slam the back to basics. Slam it. Slam it. Why hasn't he slammed the back to basics yet? I don't get why he hasn't slammed it yet. I don't know, but someone's about to slam back to basics.
Do it.
That's
No,
not
that's
back to basics.
That's Merfolk Ridgery.
What?
You're right. That is not back to
Oh
basics.
man. Oh. The math was not clear cut.
All right, so now the island walk is going to be needed. So, Merfolk Ridgery
Taps it when the Merfolk comes in, or when he comes in.
I think it like untaps or taps a
For like
permanent.
6 years. Actually, I've played Ryan recently with this. Oh man.
Or is it like Murrow Ridgery?
Marrow, like marrow, not bone marrow, but the Merfolk version of it. Yeah, that. The old marrow bone knower. There he goes. When you cast a Merfolk spell.
You may tap or untap.
Oh,
target
finally,
permanent.
there it is. Back to basics.
Well, the Ridgery didn't get countered, so
If this gets spell pierce, it will cry. They resolved. He should have cast it last turn. It wouldn't be a Baleful Strix.
I mean, either way, this fetch would have come in and been able to tap or go grab
Yeah,
a
but
basic.
we wouldn't
so
be seeing a Baleful Strix right now, which didn't draw a card. That Baleful Strix could have drawn that fetch.
had it. I knew.
Whoa, is that a thing?
That's the one that's in play.
That is the ugliest Magic card I've seen in my life.
Yeah. The Thomas
Super
M.
card.
Boxa.
Is this may be insensitive, but did somebody like win a contest that like they got to be able to draw a card that has no business drawing cards? Because that's what it looked like.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's obviously a Ridgery.
Do I need to pull this up on?
I don't even like. I suck at art, and I think I could do something like that. Like I think I could match that.
Just to show you guys what Terry's talking about.
That's terrible.
He's just ranting about how awful this Murrow Ridgery looks.
Thomas M. Boxa. I hope you're not an artist full time because you probably
he is. He does signings like a lot too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Give me another card that he does. I'm gonna. How do you click on this?
You can't do it from here. Oh, you just want to Google it?
He's no Harold McNeil.
Apparently, True Nightmare was sitting right next to you at the event.
What?
We were at the 5K.
Yeah, we were all there.
Yeah.
Sat next to him.
What were you playing? I scouted pretty well too. Because
Wait, which event are we talking about? The GP?
Yeah, the 5K or the GP.
I think
I played Jund. That's what I was on.
1 second here. Okay, so.
True Nightmare, that is awesome. You should have said hi.
Oh man, that's really frustrating.
Should have introduced yourself.
I'm a little frustrated by the fact that the Back to Basics was turned late.
Is it mattering a lot
100%. That Baleful Strix drew a card, Kyre, and now it's a 1/1 wall, and he's not attacking.
Because he doesn't have.
Who were you? I'm trying to think. Because I like scouted all the Grixis Delta players too.
True Nightmare was at the 5K
Yeah,
as
we
well.
were at the 5K too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't see it.
I don't understand why people would like hang out and chat and like talk to me here, and then like in real life they're like they like see me and they're like, no, I'm not talking to that person. Just makes no sense.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure there's probably reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you look like in real life? Oh.
Oh, never mind. Never
A
mind.
phantasmal image. What phantasmal image copy?
Probably Silvergill Adept.
See, that Silverkill Adept's dead because Baleful Strix got cast. It's dead, Kyre. We have to write a letter to its family.
Are we on the Merfolk team here? What is happening?
I don't know. First of all, we got to write a letter to Merfolk, whatever Silver Agate's
Merfolk
mother.
Typically the underdog, isn't it usually?
We'll root for Sultai Control. Dear mother of Silvergift Adept, sorry what is it like? Sorry your fish offspring is dead. It was murdered by a Baleful Strix that was cast that shouldn't have been cast because Back to Basics wasn't cast instead. Sincerely, President Kyre.
That does sound like something I would say.
Oh man.
You had dinner with Hackbird? We spent like that whole weekend with Hackbird. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Oh. Sick.
Oh.
There's a hole in your plan.
Spellfish doesn't have mana, but it doesn't matter, does it?
He conceded. Yeah.
Merfolk wins. Wow. Back to basics.
Got there.
That's interesting. Huh.
So, unlike most of our tournaments, Death and Taxes and Merfolk are 2-0.
It's weird. This is strange.
Yeah, Hackbert stayed with us.
Hackbert never even said hi to me. Never introduced himself. Yeah. No,
are you serious?
Yeah. And I know who he is. He had his green jacket on.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I know exactly who he is. 100%.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that weird?
No.
Weird guy. Not a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not like me then, man. I go to events and all I want to do is like hang out with people and like play side events. I got a couple good records with GPs, and like that was my goal. My goal was to get a pro point, and I already have that. So I just do. I like.
What do you do with the pro point? Do you like?
It's this little like one on a screen, and when you look at that screen, it has a one there.
You know what's interesting about the Hackbirds? They're not sending us their best Hackbirds.
What?
They're not sending us their best Hackbirds. Kyre. They're sending the worst ones.
What?
They're sending their like Turbo Depths players, their Lands players. They're not sending the fair blue Hackbirds. And that's going to stop. We're going to build a big net, and it's going to catch all the bag Hackbirds. And we're going to send them back to where the Hackbird berg.
We still have 2 matches being played, so we got a few minutes to fill here before the next round.
We can look at what do we want to? We got like an article we can look at, or like some deck. We can look at the Birmingham deck list. I don't want to look at the Legacy Challenge deck list, to be quite honest.
I don't know why this one's just blue, but whoa.
Don't worry about it.
Look,
I already did it.
That cup is named Christ.
Nope. Okay. Oh, do you want to do
Blue Black Reanimate is my favorite deck. Actually,
what?
I said, can I interest you in unfair blue? And I said Blue Black Reanimate is my favorite deck. So I actually will.
You wanted to look at some decks?
We can.
You want to take my seat?
Sure.
I'll switch you.
Actually, this gives me some chip time.
Okay.
Some chips time.
Let's start. I haven't looked at all the Birmingham lists. I looked at the top 8, but
Look, I'm Terry.
I like stools actually.
we'll just mess up all of that.
Yeah, I just put the names all. I just got the names all set, and literally all of us switched seats.
Oh, I'm not playing 10 pins. I'd
Reminds me
rather.
of that game you do at stoplights.
Can I say I would ram a butter knife up my eye? Is that appropriate for the stream?
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah, I would rather ram a butter knife through my eye than play 10 pins.
Mm-hmm.
What was different about this deck? Nothing at all.
It's slow depths, right?
Yeah.
Slow depths
Okay.
is actually pretty. I'm a fan of this deck, and I don't like these decks. And I play this one a lot online, and I'm not saying I'm impressed by it, but like, it doesn't run Termagoi from the board. There's like one that runs Termagoi from the board, and it's pretty decent.
So this one, European Eternal Weekend. Let's take a look at it. And so this was what Birmingham happened last weekend. This was 2 weeks ago, pretty much.
Yeah.
And this is coming from Goldfish. They're this week in Legacy, right? And they have a nice graphic breakdown of all their metagame and stuff. This deck's kind of weird though. We don't see this here in store.
No.
This version of Turbo Depths, because it's not turbo.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of turbos.
This one plays well. We get the
We've seen it
occasional,
here and
but not one with Dark Confidants and
yeah, usually the Dark Confidants come out of the board for this deck.
this many safe keepers.
Well, I mean, it's weird because you get this weird part where because with the Death Rites and Dark Confidants, they usually have to leave in like half their lightning bolts, which is pretty good, right? Because a lot of times it's blanking.
Yep.
So the list that I've seen recently too online is they put 3 Termagoyfs, and like it's kind of awkward if they like play like a Termagoyf, like
Like turn 2,
So-
just slam Tarmogoyf, and they're like, oh, geez.
Matt, you're our resident now black green Turbo Depths player. Why would you not pick this deck over your turbo version? Do you have a short reason why you'd prefer this one, or is there a metagame call, or is it a you just turbo no matter what? You think
Seems to make Pile Delver matchup worse while improving. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Makes sense. So then there's a death and taxes list on there. That's pretty much what we just saw.
This time in the press.
Very similar.
We talked about this guy earlier. Trey's pretty much running that.
There's a dredge list, which
not a real deck.
Is dredge. Breakthrough's a good card. That's what we learned from that.
Which is funny because when we went to Seattle, we had this huge group that went. Our only person who cracked day 2 was our dredge player.
Sometimes dredge just gets there. It's like a variance deck. Sometimes you just roll the dice.
So this Jeskai control list took
like 4th,
5th through 8, yeah. And this one's kind of fun. This is a weird list in that you're playing miracles without miracles, right? There's no terminus. You're not running counterbalance. But yeah, you have Geists and True Names, and it's kind of a weird split on those, where sometimes Geist might be really great, but sometimes True Name just might be better. But you've got some weird miracles things happening as well. Yeah, so miracles. I like this list because it's not Terminus. I think Terminus is a busted card.
You know what we could do? We could shave the Geist, shave this one search, shave the Predict, shave the Gideon. And then put 4 Stoneforge in, and then put a Battle Skull into
It's a different list.
Okay. Yeah.
So this one's it's just kind of a weird just value cards and good stuff. You're really maximizing Snapcaster and Instance, right?
There's one Predict.
You also just get a weird kind of mix of different things without actually being able to search for them. And you know it top 8 at an Eternal weekend, right?
Yeah, Europeans are weird.
So then there's SCG Baltimore.
This is one of those team event ones, though, right?
Yeah,
these get a little wonky.
And so again, the top 8 things don't really matter as much. It's not necessarily the best decks. There's a Turbo Decks list with Green Sun Zenith, which is a little strange. It's coming out of the side, right? I have 3 of them. I'll show you this one. I think it's fastest just to do this, right?
Probably.
So typical list of turbo decks. This one you can compare to that slow death, if you want to call it that, where there's no Deathrite Shamans, no Bobs, and then here's where I was talking about these 3 Green Sun out of the sideboard, and it can get a Dryad Arbor, right? It can to protect against like an Edict.
Yeah.
Which is cute, I guess.
It can get Elvish Spirit Guide, which is basically like the most amazing thing.
And then the other target is just Tireless Tracker. So I'm not sure when you really want those.
Wait a minute.
It's all about Elvish Spirit.
Does Elvish Spirit Guide not have flying?
No.
That's bananas.
It literally has wings.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Cannon Block Dollar. That's so bad. You'd never get something for that. You're crazy.
Nope.
So here's another list. Looking at other things. This is kind of like something you've played online, right?
Isn't this a modern
deck?
deck?
I play Post. So this is a much
modern
more
deck.
It's a modern deck with.
How did a modern deck do really well in a SCG thing?
It's got some lands. That's what it has. Eyes and Ancient Tombs and a City of Traders. 2 City of Traders. But it's got 2 Karns.
Man, now that I have City of Traders, I have this whole deck too.
Sure, exactly.
I don't know if you want to
This is silly where you're just going as fast as possible, right?
Yeah.
You're stomping as quick as you can. Yeah, I don't especially 3 sideboard slots for Green Sun Hackbert. It seems like you could be doing something better there. But if you're really worried about Edict, maybe that's the way you go.
Oh man, we don't have to talk about food chain.
Yeah, we talked about.
This is an old food chain list that's not running the Walking Ballista.
Hey Brian, this is what I think of food chain. I think if you take your 4 food chains and you take out the other food chain stuff, you can just play Bug Control. That's a good deck. That's what I think about food chain.
So I think we have to look at this real quick. The reason being that this food chain list. So this is the old package.
Emrakul and it's exposed to. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
This one's kind of weird because it doesn't even have the little search guy.
Yeah.
The little green one.
Oh, really?
Instead, it has Hostage Taker.
Okay.
But I mean, a legacy deck that has Hostage Taker, I think we have to at Paragon show it off, right? As pirate stomping.
I get how this deck was made. So basically, he was on his way to the tournament, right? And he had a food chain deck that was partially complete.
Yeah, it was like 10 cards long.
Can you imagine, like in the back of like a car, they're like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna play? What are we gonna do?" And they just started throwing cards in the back.
Yeah.
And
They like,
he's like, "I got some Charterless agents." Okay,
they like opened some Ixalan packs, and they're like, "Hostage Shaker should do."
Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. I mean, pretty good for that's what we call a back of the card deck, and I kind of like it. They did a good job with that one.
Let's see where that one actually ended up. Is it? Oh,
Probably won the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're keeping an eye on our matches.
Oh
as well.
yeah.
He's talking.
Just check from time to time.
It's so much work though.
Oh, they're putting down the map. No, they're what?
Hold them up.
No.
So we should be
We
closer.
have a little bit.
We can show one more list. Because it's the worst name in the world. Let's look at this one. Abzan Maverick. Somebody should be shot.
Ooh, Chrome. Whoa, what is this?
Wait. So it's just Maverick.
What
Oh, it
is-
has a Hero Blade
It's
hold in
got a
it.
hymn to Torok and 2 Chrome boxes.
So this is
3
like
Vindicate.
this is a dead guy L list pretty much,
Oh.
with a splash of green.
I mean, you have Death Ratchet, why not, right?
Yeah.
What else? What else is green?
There's some Gaddock Teagues.
Gaddock Teagues. And
Is that it? Yeah. What it? This is.
So this is dead guy, and yet they call it Abzan Maverick.
Good job. Good job, whoever wrote this article.
Let's see how did this?
this list is
12th
so
place.
cool.
12th place at the SCG Legacy Classic.
He probably beat people because they kept thinking like, when is he gonna play Night of the Relic?
Right?
I'm gonna save my sword for Night of the Relic. Oh crap, I'm dead.
So Dead Guy L is a fun deck. This one you have to curve out perfectly, right? You have to go like turn 1 either Deathrite or a removal spell every time.
Yeah.
Turn 2 Dark Confidant every time, or him every time, and then turn 3 Liliana every time. And if you don't do that, you lose the game.
That makes sense.
And it's fun when it works. It feels great.
Well, Chromux can change that a little bit, right? Like
Yeah.
Or it could just be absolutely terrible.
Or it could just be awful.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And that's how this deck works. Is you get hands where you just don't win. You just can't win.
Hey, good on this guy. He
There's nothing to do.
got 12th place.
But it's fun.
Is there any chance in the team event that this guy maybe potentially like went like 3 and 5?
Right.
And his teammates
This
just,
wasn't
like,
the classic.
ran him
This
out?
wasn't the team event.
Oh, it's okay. So he actually did magic.
Yeah. There's a reanimator list, and there's
Strange.
this thing.
Oh, it's one of those weird Bomberman decks.
Yeah. So we played Bomberman quite a bit here. This is a mono white Bomberman. You're cutting out the blue, which I think is probably incorrect.
4 Karn.
But it plays 4 Karn, which is okay. This is just what the this went 4 and 2 in the Legacy Challenge, right? So this is just what the author of the article is saying. This is what I would want to play.
That guy was that was the Legacy Challenge I played, the 96 one. Yeah, we can look at my deck from Legacy Challenge. I went to the workshop on that one and got some sweet tech. You guys ready to see what I got when I played?
He just played Grixis Delver.
They're sitting down. I played 2 Ancient Grudges. None of this braid stuff, right? I told myself, you know what? I'm going to make an innovative Grixis Delver deck. You know what I did? I just cut the Abrade and went back to 2 Ancient Grudges, and it worked.
So we're just staying on the D&T train, huh? We're just gonna watch Trace take down this whole tournament.
Calvin, this is where Trace gets to meet his maker, though.
All right.
Cooligan's Command and a brother.
We'll play musical chairs.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna.
You guys switch around. I'll be right back.
He got to the point where he might have to like type some things and like change some information. He's like, I'm out, kids.
What's our other? Oh, it's our other one's gonna be Grixis Delver versus Merfolk. I forget their names. But...
Fergie versus Steven Davis.
Yeah. So Fergie's on Merfolk, and Steven's on Grixis Delver, or at least he should be on.
Yeah, he always is.
He's on like the loose CBR version, I think, the stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
Round 3 fight.
Yep, we already have stuff going on.
Well,
Calvin won the game.
You got Death Right?
As Brian, what his name? Brian Van Dwin says, when you win the game when you play Underground Sea Death Right. Well, this one's over. In a lot of ways, actually, unfortunately, it is over because Trace probably kept his hand because he can turn 2 Thalia or 2 Stoneforge, and it's not going to be good enough against the Death Right and 2 lands. It sounds kind of novel to say that, but it's kind of true. If Calvin had the fetch, it would be a different story. So Calvin's got Phyrexian or both.
Okay.
Calvin's hand looks really blue.
You think there's some interaction in here?
That looks like
nope.
I don't think there is.
That's a forcible, right? Like he could force this.
I don't think you want to. Oh no. I'm dying. Maybe Phyrexian rubbered me. Oh. Okay. Oh man, really preordain? Sorry.
Hey, Connor's better than preordained. Pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do when you're casting. No, I don't think you're supposed to go commentate.
He cut his ponders for preordain. He's on this weird binge. He's playing Grixis Control.
Right.
He's not playing 4 color.
Oh, he's not playing 4
He's
color.
playing the list from Seattle, I'm pretty sure.
So the preordain is a Birmingham thing, right?
It's a European thing. So Thomas Ingvoldson, or whatever his name is, he's famous for playing Death and Taxes. A lot of people consider him the best Taxes player in the world. He switched to 4-colored control just because how bad Death and Taxes is right now, and he was playing 4 preordains. And the guy who played the Kess control, that's what they called it.
Oh yeah.
He was playing
some number
preordain. He's playing 4 preordain. They don't play ponder, so. Nah, ponder gets you to see more cards. So
you had to just go out there and yell at him for a moment.
Yeah. Because I told him to build the deck and just play a 4 ponder instead of 4 preordain.
And he's
Jordan
like,
says Calvin always has it. Always. Sorry, I killed your chat. I'm gonna bring it back in.
yeah. That's what
I don't know. Even with 4 color, I always care about the top of my deck. You gotta hide stuff too, like when you're hiding information or from different matchups. I don't know. That's why I like ponder too, right? Because like you get to play with the cards on top of your deck. There's been tons of times where I've pondered and the second card that I put on top is the card that I really want.
Value's getting forced here.
Yep.
See, preordain served the exact same function as this one.
You know what? Calvin only has 2 cards left. Like this is surprisingly enough.
One of them's Snapcaster, and he blocked with that. That's interesting.
I mean, that's what it was named, so may as well. I don't know, or
Unless
maybe
he has a bolt or something to.
Calvin's got, so he's going to Snapcaster preordain here. For all you fans at home of preordain. Could be ponder, could be 3 cards deep. Instead, we're going to only see 2 cards.
No, you might see the 3rd.
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah.
There's a port. And a sword.
It's pretty medium play. It's probably okay with Calvin. Gives him the cool against target, and yeah. Hey, at least we can all agree. I would have rather seen preordain actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because then you get a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the fetch though, so he's gonna have 1 card. I think unless Calvin was just bluffing something, but I think the nature of D&T is then you're just gonna run it out, right?
Yeah.
Unless that sword gets equipped or to any creature, right?
Well, it's not.
There's a Mirror Crusader in his hand, so
Yeah, so he did. Right,
yeah.
He did play the sword before the Mirror Crusader.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Calvin holding up the mana.
I think he was trying to bait counterspell. Like he needs the creature more than he needs the sword.
He's got another Stoneforge in his hand, I think, though, doesn't he?
No, I think it was just Wasteland Mirror Crusader.
I don't know. I feel like, well, see, now it's like kind of out of.
No, this doesn't.
That Mirror Crusader landing that turn would have been infinitely better in my opinion.
Just get back a Deathrite Shaman? Is that what you do?
Probably should have.
Calvin just likes upticking with it and just ulting. It's like that's not an argument
Which is
Calvin and I have.
correct against miracles, but not here.
He doesn't have it.
Alright, it's a Palace Jailer.
Can't take away on it. What's this guy do? What's this guy do?
Alright, so he becomes the Monarch.
So he's gonna net at least 2 to 3 cards, right?
Yeah, he's gonna get a couple.
Because Calvin has, I mean, think about the cards in Calvin's.
The Snapcaster's still exiled.
So he fatal pushed. Yeah, because it's when he's the Monarch, right?
Yeah. Kelvin has to become the Monarch to get the Snapcaster back.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Which is
Put it under the Monarch
super
token.
confusing.
I think you're right. I think we see a -2 from Liliana. Like you have to, unless he just tries to ride the ult.
Well, and you can see here, if he put out a Deathrite Shaman that last turn, he would have been in a much better spot.
Keep in mind, Mirror Crusader has
Absolutely.
protection from black, so like it is going to be hard for
It has
Calvin to
be
deal with.
Lightning Bolt or
Yeah.
Counterspell.
That was a good Liliana though. Got 2 bad cards off top. Got Wasteland and Bloodstained Mire. So that's good.
I mean, Graveyard Order. Come on, Calvin.
It's playing.
Some cards go in this pile, some cards go in that pile.
Well, the thing about Brainstorm is when you cast it, it stays on the stack. For the next 2 things that you cast, you know, and then it goes to the graveyard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Duh.
Mm-hmm. So here's the Crusader. Oh no, he has a Flicker Wisp.
Just play Crusader, right?
Yeah. Oh. What?
He's slow rolling us.
Yeah, why is he doing? Are you sure he's gonna Mirror Crusader?
I thought he did. This is fine. Like he gets to equip it here.
I think Calvin would have won if he had Ponders. He would have found Kulgan's command. Kulgan's Queen in this matchup, I don't know. Pure anyways, confuse yourself.
Now he does.
Nate chimes in just to complain. Just to complain about Graveyard Order. I like it. Well done. Nate, you're losing in the bits battle here tonight. It's really high up there. I'm not sure how high, but it's like 4.
3?
I think it's 3.
4.
Oh, you're winning with 4.
4. Bring it on.
Bryce is winning with 4. True Nightmares got second with 3,
Mhm.
and Swarming Dirt has 2.
Solidly in third place.
So he never had a Mirror Crusader. You lied to us.
I maybe did.
Yeah,
I could have sworn I saw one in his hand, but
you were lied to.
clearly I was wrong.
So Calvin gets to take the Monarch here, which matters.
Yeah, big time.
And he gets a Snapcaster back.
He may not. I don't. It's gonna be harder for Trace to get back the Monarch actually. With
He drew 2 cards off of it.
Yeah.
which would maybe good enough. I don't know. Well, Mirror Crusader.
Uh-oh.
That got 2 bits out of True Nightmare.
Oh, no.
He's up to 5.
Oh, there's Cass.
He's winning right now.
Will he take the Cass just because he wants to play it?
It's so much fun to play.
I think he's gonna take it. Look at this guy. Oh, look.
Kess is actually pretty strong here.
Well, there
Oh,
is a lightning bolt in the graveyard. This matters quite a bit.
Yeah.
The game probably just ends actually, to be honest. Because Calvin's gonna get so much advantage.
No, Mirror Crusader gets to come into play and get equip here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he gets to equip it. Because
Yeah.
Cass is not. Cass is just on your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, this actually might still be Trace's game. Oh. Yeah.
Nate took the lead.
Nate's not
guys.
messing around with
Took
you guys.
The lead. Ah,
He's
man.
like, this is chump change, you fools.
Well done, sir. I'll go fix that graveyard order right now. All right, so now he has a Crusader.
Yeah. He went and got one off the
Is he
recruiter.
gonna swords? What is he doing over there?
Swords
Swords to
cast.
cast.
Yeah, that's great. Almost every time, I haven't played Kess in a while, but it seems like every time I play Kess, it either dies or I win.
Sounds like a good card. And here we see why Jailer is bad. I actually think that the Monarch is going to come back to Trace's side and going to be really good.
He may have propelled him to enough advantage. That's the thing.
Like this next turn, he's gonna hit Calvin for 8 damage and kill both of his creatures and get the Monarch.
Look at all these preordains he's firing off that are only seeing 2 cards. Oh, Force the Will, another card. Did he put both in the bottom? Oh, it's like we could have had a 3rd card. What if that 3rd card was just... Oh, yeah.
Then he probably shuffles.
Oh, was it Surgical?
Surgical? Oh, no, that's a him. You thinking about attacking? Block. What could you...
Does he want the Snapcaster to die here? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's trying to get it back.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Calvin has a non-warp cast? He really does always have it.
If I played Calvin tonight, and the first match I played him, I was going to call a judge. And I tell him, he's got 2 cards in his deck. I can pretty much tell where they're at. Just get 3 win.
Sort of Fire and Ice can hit a Planeswalker, right? Or like
Yeah.
the damage.
Yeah.
Can?
Yeah.
Sorry, the whole like redirection change rules, it's driving me crazy.
It doesn't change any card you're used to seeing.
Okay.
Pretty much. You just target the Planeswalker now instead of redirecting it. So there's
This deck does
more
run.
words on those cards now.
It does run a mainboard edict for sure, 100%. So that's a line. Also,
And a
Jace
Jace
is a line. What is happening over here?
He's playing tricks. Oh no.
Oh.
He's
He keeps
playing
like
tricks.
saying like, "You kill my Mirror Crusader. You kill my Mirror Crusader." Sure, can. So he's gonna get hit for a total of. He's gonna trigger twice.
Right. So
12.
He's gonna hit. Well, he could. Well, now that Liliana's gone straight face, you may as well just
Let's just crush
all to the
just
face.
Crush. We're 1 card away from winning. We're losing the game. He gets removed anyways. I say we just crush. Let's not get cute about it. Just boom. Send them in. Crash the gates. Kick down the door. I think we hit connect twice. Game ends. No.
This is fine. Like
because we can do it next turn and kill him, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Because we can do 12 damage next turn. That's the only reason why this works.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'll agree to it.
Okay. Then he gets to cast a Flicker Wisp here.
Interesting.
And he is safe to hit Mirror Crusader and then oh no he's not.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I actually would do search.
Okay.
I like. Does he have a port?
Yeah, he has a port. He's gonna.
I kind of. Oh, he's got a
Wasteland.
That's good. I like that.
And then you untap the port, or
yeah, I think.
And then he's gonna double port. Okay.
Oh, good. That's great. Okay, sweet. He's gonna double port. You can't port him off red. You can port him off black, whatever that's worth. Diabolic Edict. Port him off black.
Yeah.
No, because he's got Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp will just die at a Diabolic Edict. This is a pretty commanding. Wait, Drew. Okay, so Cass went to the bin for Azcanta.
Okay.
I actually was thinking about Flicker Wisping the Azcanta, but if he had a port, that makes a lot more sense.
So he's only porting down the Badlands. He's not porting down the swamp.
Is he gonna attack the Azcanta? Is that why?
That's I would have done that during upkeep.
Yeah, no, I would have too. I'm not really too sure. Calvin either drew a Thought Seize or a Diabolic Edict, by the way. I can tell because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I think it is Diabolic Edict.
I know. The Flicker Wisp actually was pretty major. Tapping him off of black would have worked too. That was my line, remember?
Yeah, but then if he plays a black land, then
he didn't even want to draw off the Monarch. Seriously, who cares? Seriously, I wouldn't draw off the Monarch. I'd say I'm winning this game on my own. That's what I would say. I don't need no Monarch crap.
Oh, you did find it. Good call.
Yeah, what is so? Diabolic Edict removal spell is the only thing I could see. I'm still a little confused why Trace didn't port.
Kind of depends what's in his hand, right? Or does it?
Like, what do you...
I don't know.
I think port's the play, because, like, you don't have... You're just all in, right? Look at that, he's preordained. Okay. Toxic Deluge?
No, he's
got
dead.
mana.
He's got one mana.
What's up with
He
people
takes-
playing
he
games
takes
out
them.
against Trace?
I don't know.
Scoop it up. Maybe it's because they know Trace won't scoop it up, so like, I'm not scooping it either.
Mikey, you wouldn't know anything about Kess. It's not. It was never in a draft format.
Oh, the gold creature, it's Kess. So, as someone's asking.
Yeah, Kess. It's like the reason that they drop green out of the check pile deck.
Why is he attacking with flip-flops? I'm so confused.
Well, this is 4-8.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
12. Yeah, it's just the game. All right, so Trace is gonna pick up game 1. We've seen some really good play out of Trace today. He's been on top of it. All right, let's check out the other people boarding, because this seems to be what we deal with.
So he's boarding out. He's boarding out some Dazes and Forceful against Merfolk. If he's playing Chalice Merfolk, you probably don't want to board out all your forces.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, you do want to keep things off the board.
Jetay's like a thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jetay's kind of nasty. You probably do some sort of 3-2 cut, depending if you're on the play or not.
I love how we're in such a large room and we're like all
Like
things
crunch in the corner.
just keep like piling at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this avalanche of stuff that's falling on us.
There like has to be a better place for all this garbage. You know,
So cool projector.
it's like sitting there upside down on the top of a bunch of
Scuba
cardboard.
tank looking thing.
What's our backup match? What's happening?
They're also shuffling.
Hey, shuffle cam, guys.
Yep.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do it.
I won't.
Are we watching the backup shuffle cam?
No. Do you want to watch the backup shuffle cam?
No. Oh, is it just switch? How does that work? Like switches? Oh, is that delayed? Is that why?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we'd be seeing through.
I wish I was a champion.
Right.
Or you would.
Oh my gosh, 2
Or
champions?
just a champion playmat.
Oh.
That's the
Trace
thing.
Trace is a current Dominaria champion.
Oh.
But when you see those go on sale for like $40 or whatever, it's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't buy into championship playmats. That should be illegal.
Should be.
You should be able to sell them. Or you like have to Sharpie out the champion part.
I just thought about getting a Flareon Academy Vintage Championship match. Championship mat. But I don't want someone to be like, oh, you play Vintage, and me be like, no. The Legacy one's like Lotus Petal. It's kind of lame.
For
Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh, the last Eternal Weekend was what was it?
I think Lotus Petal's a sweet one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Masterpiece one?
No, it's the old school.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
A lot of the old Magic cards really do lack background, so they might some of them don't make the best mats. It's just like some like plain color and then like an object.
That's perfect. That's what I want in my playmat.
Is that it? That's all you want?
Pretty much. Of all
And
the
they work-
playmats
they
that
work.
I've seen, I love the ones that are like absolutely simple.
Mhm.
I bought me a Icy Manipulator playmat in Seattle. Thing's gorgeous.
The original art?
Yeah, that was
Nice.
gorgeous. Some of the
Is
other.
that's the one that has like the wall of tools and that just has ice all over him, right?
No, it's just the ball in the hand.
I don't think that's the oldest one.
It's
Am I wrong?
absolutely the oldest one.
No, I'm
You're
probably-
thinking of Ice Age.
Oh, I am thinking of the Ice Age one. You're right.
Yeah, Grixis, yeah. This is the deck.
Like the Hypnotic Spectre playmat. I think it's gorgeous. It's just simple, flat. Yeah. You don't want all this stuff.
Maybe that's what we need to call his deck.
Well, it's technically called Kess Grixis.
That's what I'm just gonna call it Kess Control.
Sure.
That way everybody knows that there's Kesses in the deck.
Yeah, and they haven't bent yet, but by the end of the tournament they'll be bent. So,
Yep.
Even if Calvin wins this and is 3-0, he'll be 3-1 because he'll be disqualified for a tournament for playing illegal cards.
Yep.
So don't worry, everyone, we're watching it. Doesn't matter. Calvin won this game. He played Deathright Underground. So game's over.
Yeah, you said that last game.
Did I?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And guess who won?
Calvin didn't have a fetch.
He,
He also preordained like 4 times.
Yeah, you preordained into the
if you
ground.
get a sword and a Mirran Crusader on the battlefield without either of them getting countered, you lose. That's pretty much that.
He had
Sort of.
protection from all the colors he needed to have protection from.
Yep.
Right? Red, black.
Everything but white. Yep.
Get another preordain.
You already called the win off turn 1 Deathray, so turn 2 preordained, is that?
Kind of cancels it out. I just don't like preordain.
It's actually funny that I said that, Jorgensen, because like the 2 mats that I use, one of them is just like a lotus with the 5 colors, and it's like very, very simple. And then the other one I use is just like this base design that goes around the mat, like very, very simple. I don't. Yeah, I don't
bought
have
a bunch of blank play mats to put some simple stuff on them. I haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
So how many games do you think that this happens in Kess Control, where you get to go turn 1 Volcanic Island, turn 1 preordain, and your opponent's just like, oh, show and tell?
Yeah, it probably happens a good amount. I had a guy go in the tournament against me go Volcanic preordain, and I thought he wasn't show and tell. So my next ponder, I pondered and I picked up more counter spells, and then he played freaking Termaglyph off of a tropical island. So I like it shuffled away like removal. So
Well, Trace had the removal spell for the Deathright.
powerful strips. Can't block merfolk, but it can block. Well, I was about to say white people. People on death taxes.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't block Mirror Crusader.
It does not.
Apparently
even
not
if it
actually
did,
a
it
white
would-
person.
Thalia can attack right into it too.
First strike.
Jumped right in there.
You can still attack. But it can block it. Merfolk people can't. Or
Yeah.
can't
Oh
block
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Good point.
Him Torak. Ooh, saves the mom. Cool, him to Torak.
You get to watch the excitingness that is rolling dice.
Swords and Caracas.
I think Trace is pretty okay
Ooh,
with this.
I didn't realize how good Caracas is against Kess.
Yeah. Pretty darn good.
Yeah. Calvin's got 2 wastelands, but that's pretty good. Caracasing a Kess over and over again. I mean, it's not because they retain priority, right? So, like, they could fire off a spell.
A spell.
That's still a lot of mana to devote.
Tons.
Yeah.
You need at least 5 to
As
cast
long as
that
it's
something.
late game, though, it's still a decent play.
Yeah.
It's
like a 5 mana preordain.
it's taking a slot of a Jace,
5 mana
though,
lightning
right?
bolt.
Is
Yeah.
it better than a Jace? And usually the answer is no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Sometimes it's great fun and it's enjoyable, but
Box Dollar Secrets, then. Get bolted in the face.
yeah, and a 3/4 flyer is not
Yeah.
nothing, right? It's actually really good.
If it didn't get Swords, Hydroblast, and Pyroblasted, I would rate it higher. My issue is after it seems like it gets a lot worse games 2 and 3.
Okay.
Right? Because if you're playing a fuller blue deck, their Pyroblast and their look insane. Like
I-
when you
I-
Pyroblast a Jace, it's insane. It's like
I often wanted to cut it.
Yeah.
It was the 4 mana spell I didn't want versus a lot of decks.
it seems like it'd be good against Death. Well, there's 2 swords and a Caracas in the graveyard to remind us, but like it seems like if you untap it with it against a lot of decks, you just win the game though.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, in this deck and in 4-color control, there's a lot of decks where when you Snapcaster back a certain spell, it feels the same way too. Like Snapcaster and Kulgan's Command back against other decks is really good.
Yep. Kess acting as a finisher is a thing. It's not as huge, but it's there.
I kind of price it as is Kess better than Leovold, and that's a weird interaction, but like because you're basically playing Grixis instead of Bug or 4-color, and you're losing your Leovolds. I kind of like the Grixis version that doesn't run Kess but runs True Name instead, because you can you get like a finisher and.
But it's enjoyable. There's not too many cards in Legacy that you get to add into a deck, and it makes the deck more fun.
You ever play a Deathright Shaman?
No, there's already
they're
Deathright
already
Shaman
there.
in it. So what do you add to like a Grixis Delver deck though that you go, hey, I'm enjoying this more? There's an element there.
I think you're one Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grim
you found
Lavamancer
one.
was
Yep.
one of those cards.
I think so.
You bring that in from the side, and it's just you smile. It's a good time.
There's I think Bob Huang got top 16 in the Legacy Challenge and he main board 1. Cut a tree in for it. I don't know how I feel about that. 3 blue, 3 black. Could see a. Yeah, for sure.
And it survives Lightning Bolt.
My only thing though is it costs 4 mana, and 4 mana is a lot versus Delver, especially with Dazes and Wastelands, you know?
Yep. What's in
It's almost a 5 mana.
Trace's hand here?
It looks to me like there's a Swords to Plowshares, and I can't quite make out what the other card is.
Team Australia, Badlands and Tombstalkers. Ugh.
It's called Team Australia. Okay. I'm not sure why you need the Badlands.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
You can add a Tombstalker.
Beats
anyway.
Choke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plays around Choke.
Who was it that we were watching? Like, I think it was just last week, where like somebody got choked, and the Grixis Delver player actually had a Badlands in their deck,
Oh yeah.
and they like had it in their hand.
There's times when I've wanted a Badlands playing. And
I have never wanted a
go
Badlands.
fetching and wish I could get a Badlands.
When have you wanted a Badlands?
Let's come up.
So you can not daze? So you
When?
can go like turn 1 Badlands, Deathrite, not be able to daze?
All right, well,
No.
here's a Thalia. Isn't Bryce banned from the booth after last week's dead joke? Yeah, that's why we put him in the back.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
on this.
technically.
He's in this stool.
Thanks, Captain QC. Whatever they were, I'm sure they were great. I don't remember last week's dead jokes at all.
Hey, what has been going on with this game? It's like seems like it's going really slow because Calvin still has 4 lands.
Calvin hasn't found a threat yet, and Trace is trying to manipulate
Well, he just needs to
a board state where he can actually
Marsh
get through.
casualties.
That would work.
That'll do.
Just cut the double black.
It should. Kess should have at least one, right?
No, yeah, for sure.
At least inside word, yeah.
Like the Birmingham.
100%. For the Badlands. just ponder so you can find 3 cards and get Marsh casualties. Toxic Deluge.
Deal. Yeah, looks like that's the type of thing we're about to see.
There's Toxic Deluge.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be for.
Yep, it's gonna kill all the Baleful Strix too. Yeah, this puts Calvin in a pretty good position.
Yeah.
1 deluge and 1 casualties in the Birmingham list.
In the board.
Yep.
There's no sweepers in the main board, right?
No.
Just the edict.
Is he gonna throw down Pithing Needle? Just blind name? Just Deathrite Shaman? Or Liliana? Or we've seen a couple things, right?
There's also Jace's too. Team Australia. I think so, huh? It moved. It's better than it looks. That's always a good start.
It's whatever. It's fine.
Sure.
This is actually kind of funny. Well, this is funny because I 5-0'd the deck actually like this, except I ran 3 Gurmag Anglers and no Tombstalkers, and pretty much instead of Spell Snare, I ran, and the Fatal Push, I ran Forgotaxian Probes. Yeah, why isn't this deck running Forgotaxian Probes? Just cut the Spell Snare, 1 Daze or 1 Spell Pierce, and the Fatal Push.
Because instead of Probe and Kamal Therapy, it's on Stifle.
Yeah, but Probe's still good for your Tombstalkers.
Yeah.
Also, Probe just gives you information. Which seems like okay. Like it just kind of like it's like trying to do its best impression of Canadian Threshold in a weird way.
Well, there's Liliana, and there's also a Deathrite Shaman in hand, so I'm going to guess that since he played the Liliana, the Deathrite Shaman was the name. Or, I don't know, maybe something else. Well, yeah, what did he name?
Probably Jace.
Think so?
When there's that much mana open this point in the game.
Yeah, but Probe's just like fine by itself because you got like Tombstalkers and stuff. Like it's like weird. It's like blue black. It's really just blue black Delver. Yeah, it is. It's blue black. Well, yeah, it's just blue black.
With a lightning bolt.
4 lightning bolts and 1 pyroblast. Yeah. Yeah, I would just run 3 Gurmak. 2 True Name.
No, he's actually using Kess.
The problem is True Name or Gurmax is usually just better than Tombstalker. As someone who's played Team America and Grix is still there.
Oh, it's gonna get lightning bolted. Ouch. Rest in peace. A little too late.
It's a metagame call though too, right? Like sometimes Gurmag Angler is just bad, and Tombstalker can beat it.
I don't know. When is Gurmag Angler bad? It's like you can run out of Gurmag pretty quickly. There's not a lot of decks like against like one of the few decks I boarded out against is Elves, right? Because they just chump block it to Oblivion. Like other than that, you just want to see Gurmag early and often, right? Against stompy decks,
If there's
against
lots
the
of young
mirror.
pyromancers or stuff like that, then
Yeah.
then you'd rather see a Tombstalker.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Why does he have 2 graveyards?
Well, right now he doesn't have any graveyard. But yeah, he does make 2 piles. He doesn't leave himself with enough space on his mat to have 1 graveyard in that spot.
Awfully convenient timing.
this may not matter though.
So let's see if this Jace is what got needled.
He must have needled death, right?
Either out of Calvin's friend or Jace. Anyway, yeah. Didn't use it.
Check with Belful Strike, so he's. Maybe he's thinking. Maybe he's in deep thought.
So this needs to be a creature that has
Oh,
more than
you're
1
right.
toughness.
Yeah.
It's a Mother of Runes, so
We got a Cooligan's Command coming up.
Yeah, that'd be the reason to run out Jace, right? Is
Like,
get the cave man.
oh, I don't like this list. It doesn't. Oh, because it doesn't run Tropical Island. Yeah, it does run Tropical Island. What? Oh, it doesn't run that much red. How many Volks does it run? 2 Volks. He always run 2 Braid. Ancient Guards is better. It's just 2 full on everybody.
Jorgensen, I don't think I don't think it says anywhere in the rules that you only get 1 graveyard. I'm pretty sure you can have as many as
He
you
was
want.
putting 1 card into each pile, so it was very not in order.
Right, not in order. Okay. If you keep up with the order, then I don't see a problem with it. But you just put the duel in the graveyard.
An underground sea that just got Rashard imported, just got exiled. Is that what happened?
And new printing.
It makes Rashard import a lot better. You're gonna port your sea? Okay, I'll just exile it.
Well, that's strange.
What?
I think I'm just gonna be okay with that because this game's about to end.
Yeah.
But
Heck yeah.
you get to bug him about that one later.
These D&T matches are pretty boring.
Yeah, this is not as good as a game.
Mom. Belful Strix. Belful Strix. Another Belful Strix. Is you another Belful Strix. These guys play all of the Belful Strix. That Belful Strix is in the support row. Nice going out with joining the team.
Got called up to the majors.
Yeah, made it.
Yeah, it's still port. Just keeping that sea exiled.
All 3 should be distinct at all times. It specifically says 3. So once you get that second graveyard, that is too many. Noted, True Nightmare.
A Pierce the Sky? What's a Pierce the Sky
It's
do?
like a 1 colorless, 1 green, deal 5 damage to flying creature.
I think it's 7. Is that the one from Dominaria?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 damage to a flying creature.
It kills Kess. That's all I know. Right? 3/4 flying body. From Legacy.
Kills Baleful Strix.
Way better
What
than
did it
Swords.
kill?
Probably some flying dinosaur if he's playing sealed. Or no, it's some flying angel or dragon, whatever. Dragon, dinosaur, zombie.
Another match is over.
Alright, we're in between shuffling. Instead of shuffling, I'll show you guys a card. Because it's fun. Yeah! Some forces. Some legacy forces.
You did that?
Right?
Nah.
These are fun. When somebody asked me to do Force of Will, I was like, but it's so pretty as it is. Why would you want to add to it or change it or do anything? So it was a challenge to find something that I felt like actually complemented the art at all. But these turned out pretty cool, I think.
I really like him.
There'll be some more cards for, I'm not sure exactly what list he's running, but he's for a legacy deck. And yeah, thanks guys. These were fun. It was a challenge for sure.
Yeah, I really like the red down at the bottom.
Yeah, and there's actually a little bit
up on the side. Yeah,
it's a little too dark to see in the picture, but yeah. Anyway, we'll go back.
Sweet.
We'll go back to some shuffling.
I guess we'll watch some Magic now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they actually done shuffling. Something's wrong. I don't know why they've done shuffling so.
Right? That was pretty quick. I've got
so Trace is on the plane. He's got an Aether Vial.
Some more fun stuff coming up too.
It's an auto keep.
Snap keep, absolutely. As long as there's a land.
You can do the Calvin keep, where Calvin draws like 3 cards and says keep. Like you get Death Ray Shaman and fetch. Death Ray Shaman fetch and a ponder.
You love the name of the card, the mana cost, and the text. Cappy QC, I thought that's where I should really focus my energies, and so I really spent a lot of time on the name, mana cost, and the text. Yeah, thanks.
Ooh, oh look at this! Look at this barnstorming start. Oh, sorry, barnstorming start.
Yep.
Barnstorming start.
Does he
Aether Vial.
Is he gonna have the mom
Wasteland
too?
Swords. Does he have the mom?
I saw Stoneforge and I saw Mirror Crusader, but who knows if he really has a Mirror Crusader? Last time I was so wrong.
And he's even got the Caracas for Kess.
Yep.
What?
He's just going for the cast.
He's got 2.
He might.
True might move.
That's got to be scary for Calvin. Like he could have Aether Vialed it in here's Trace. Like here, wanna counter this? And Calvin's like, well.
Calvin's got Jace, land, swamp.
I think he had Wasteland.
Wasteland would be pretty medium there.
Yeah, it really would.
Guess it predicts his cast.
Yeah, Sword of Fire and
Sword
Ice
of Fire and
looked
Ice.
like an all-star game
like,
1.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna look like an all-star again unless it gets cake
I
commanded.
still get Battle Skull. I guess in Dead Text is different because you never have mana. So your Battle Skull is just doomed to die. Is that a Dead Gone? Calvin's got a Dead Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Stoneforge Mystic getting Dead Gone?
Probably. Unless there's anything else to do.
There's another Stoneforge Mystic, so I would assume we'll see Batter Skull.
Will he Dead Gone now or later? Or will he wait for Gone?
Probably not.
Probably not Gone.
Dead Gone's good against Mirror Crusader.
Yeah.
It deads him.
Yep, there's the Wasteland. We got a fetch and is it an Edict?
What was that? That was weird.
He was thinking about it.
He's holding the Dead Gone.
Going for the Edict here. In an open Aether Vial.
Worst comes worse, you just get another Stoneforge, right?
Yeah.
See, the Grixis list I'm used to seeing don't run Wasteland. They just run more. They run 4 basics because they run Blood Moons. I know this one runs Blood Moon too.
I think Wasteland will look okay in this game. I mean, you have Jace in hand, so I guess actually Wastelanding doesn't seem the greatest.
I'm just gonna. I'm either a 4 Wasteland person or go home.
This is gonna be sad. He's like, all right, I'm gonna edict you, and he's like, okay.
I'll pick this one.
I'll pick this one. All right, here's Batter Skull.
So Calvin's got the Volk. I don't know if he has the Coolgan's command. Do you just run it out? I think you just run it out.
The Batter Skull?
Why not? Right?
Probably. You still Violin's gonna be on 3. Yeah, I think you run it out. I mean, the other option here is
It's a little racist. Is there a reason why you didn't like this thing's Black Panther? Not a fan of him. You see, Captain QC's not a fan of Wakanda.
It's okay. I had that issue the whole Black Panther movie.
Really, I liked it.
I thought the movie was awful.
Really,
it has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
I
though.
hate superhero movies. I loved Black Panther.
Oh, I hate all the superhero movies too.
I thought Black Panther was good.
Wait, you went to Black Panther, but you hate all the superhero movies?
Yeah, they're awful. No, I just had my roommate was just like, hey, I got a bunch of tickets. You want to go? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I was just like,
I don't think you can comment on the quality of Black Panther if you hate all superhero movies.
They're all trash. No. That's a lie. The Batman trilogy was insane. The Dark Knight trilogy, I should say.
Sure. The first one was really good.
I'm confused. What happened? Are we like a turn behind?
No, Calvin just played a Vulcan past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Calvin didn't play land for turn. Okay.
No, I thought he played the Volcanic.
I know. I'm saying when we hit Underground Sea Wasteland, he hadn't played his Volk yet. I didn't realize that. Who's that dead gun? He's gonna dead something. There's no point in deading that Stoneforge. Don't dead it. Don't dead it. I guess he could Jace bounce Batter Skull token. That may be the line he's on right now. He's got Baleful Strix in his hand. Calvin's hand's pretty good. He's dead gunning.
So if he draws a land here, he'd be able to play
Jace.
Sword. Or no, if Trace draws a land next turn, he'd be able to play Sword and equip. And the dead stops that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror Crusader's in his hand. That dead gun looks a lot worse right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. That hurts.
And
Yeah.
You got Snapcasters and Castles. Okay, I'm off turn. Okay, I'm off turn tempo. Okay, now I see.
And there's a flicker risk to save. So this is 8 damage coming through. Trace is gonna gain 4. This is Trace's game.
So does he have a? Yeah, he does have a sword, right?
Yep, he does.
That's probably right from Calvin though. Like, because it's gonna. Well, unless you're gonna bounce next turn with Jace, because sword gives it protection from blue, right? So I think you have to do that if you're on that Jace plan. So I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The worst out is Mirror Crusader, and he just happened to have it.
Yep. And what? He'd be playing Dead Sorcerer Speed, right? So
yeah. No, it's instant. It's instant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's fine. The Wasteland's been kind of awkward.
Yeah, it really has been. The poor guy needs it for mana. Thoughtseize.
Maybe a little late.
This.
Always tap.
Yeah, you may as well use it. If it's gonna get taken, so probably.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Get the shot for it. No wasteland response. He just scoops. Yeah.
You must accept it. Not really.
Yeah, because you can't beat a
don't
Mirror
have to
Crusader
like it now.
Batter
I'm fine
Skull.
with that.
No.
Well, Death and Taxes, I guess, is still a deck. Who would have thought?
Whoa.
That's it.
When it goes Vile,
What happened on our other table?
Stoneforge.
Are we gonna have Merfolk versus Death and Taxes finals?
No.
Are they still playing, or do they have-
The two decks we saw in round 1 just stay in the seats.
No.
Bryce is gonna find out for
This
us.
is not the world we
Bryce.
want to live in.
Bryce, grab a water too.
No.
A water.
I just want to see what's going on out there. No.
Okay, to be clear, as far as Black Panther goes, like I give it a 5. All right, it wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was just like it's one of those movies that I would see one time and I was like, okay, I saw that movie that one time, and then I'll never see it again. Like that's where it was. Okay. Yeah, Trace is 3-0. He's killing it, Riley. Chiming in from Facebook. Yeah. That's honestly how I felt about like almost every superhero movie though. Like it's on a scale from 1 to 10, it's a 5 or like less.
Or like
man, I remember when the first Avengers came out and people were like hustling and bustling about that movie, and I went and saw it because like everybody said it was amazing. I walked out and I was like, that movie gets a 4. It had one good part. Everything else was a meh.
They're like solid C movies. Like they're entertaining. It's not like you're never gonna be like that's a great movie. No. But you're gonna say like, oh, that was entertaining.
But that is what was different about the Dark Knight trilogy though. Like those movies were insane.
Yeah, I actually didn't like Doctor Strange. It's one of the few movies I walked away from. It's like Netflixing it. It's like this is boring.
It had some scenes that were like interesting to like watch, you know, but that's not really why I watch movies.
Season 1 against Miracle, so it's Christopher Delver versus
Death and Taxes. Whoa.
Hey, we play tested that matchup before. No, there's a chance that...
Solace, I disagree. But then again, my opinion seems to be different than everybody else's, so I'm sure that my opinion's the one that's weird.
I actually think the Joker sucks. And I hate that people have this weird fascination with the Joker and Harley Quinn. I hate it.
I don't get the Harley Quinn one. Yeah. I think the Joker's
They're like
cooler.
Burn players, so I guess it makes sense. People play Burn, people like Harley Quinn, right? Like, okay. This is my 2-minute rant. You guys ever run into those chicks that like have this obsession with Harley Quinn? You know why? Because they're freaking crazy, and they're just trying to justify that it's okay to be crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not okay to be crazy. It's not okay. It's not okay to play Burn Legacy. It's not okay. Not okay. I think they're not the same Joker. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're different.
They're definitely different. One of them is like a very terroristy, like, you know what I mean? Like, because the Heath Ledger Joker is a terrorist.
Yes,
he's a terrorist.
Absolutely.
And the Jack Nicholson is very much kind of the Joker of the comic books, where he's like the trickster Joker. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what?
Is it Merfolk?
Yeah.
Wow, we got Merfolk. I don't want to live in this world. This is ridiculous.
Oh, are they just getting started right now?
Yeah.
Oh, can you actually get their life total onto the screen?
I forget to eat your life. I'll just go do stuff. Later.
It's what you get for being late.
I can't believe this. Merfolk for Death and Taxes.
We never see this. This is very odd.
This is disturbing. This is straight disturbing.
And you know how often Fergie plays.
What is happening? Gosh, Merfolk?
This is what happens when you step into the booth for a week.
I'm done.
We get two monocolor decks. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We had like Miracles versus Miracles.
I know you're probably not going to think this is cool, Bryce, but I got to show you anyway. I got these altars done by this other guy.
Perfect.
Kidding.
He's like really good.
It's awesome.
His name's Harold McNeil. I got this they got bought out, and I bought this for $230, and I know it's a lot, but right now on TCG Player, stores are selling it for $700. So worst comes to worst, if it comes back down, I'm okay with it because I think you'll be pleased with the card. But that bad boy.
They're going for $700 right now.
They're because they got bought out, so their eBay and everything is like $550, and
that's crazy. It's pretty.
Want me to show the camera real quick?
If we got the just a normal lightning bolt.
Yep, just normal.
I like those a lot. They're gorgeous. I wish there was more Judge promos like that.
Yeah, I actually kind of had a crisis because I wanted to pick up Nobles, and I don't know if I want to get the Judge promo Nobles or the original Complex ones, and I decided on the Complex ones.
Oh, Eric's here too? Man, everybody's jumping in to watch Trace win with Death and Taxes. But he has to beat Merfolk, so...
It's like, what would you rather have, Bob's from the Judge promo or Bob's from the original Ravnica? Because you know how they got
yeah.
It's when you I kind of almost want Ravnica ones because like it's the OG version.
I like the Ravnica ones.
Yeah.
Over the Judge promo one.
I like this is the only thing me and this MC Mikey guy like. Black Panther, whatever. Wakanda forever, dude. Seriously. There's only like 3 white people in Wakanda. It can be you and me and the FBI agent.
Wait, is this a Lord of Atlantis?
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Edition.
I can't believe this is our round 4 premiere legacy.
2 undefeated matches right here.
With Curse Catcher Lord of Atlantis with Aether Vial Plains. What does the world come to? There's no dual lands in this. This is disgusting.
Is it whoever gets Aether Vial first?
I don't even know.
I honestly don't know either.
Force, that's good.
I mean, it's kind of good for Trace too. Like, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't even know. We would have to go back to like 2010 to get some good analysis on this matchup.
What? The players are trying to play creatures and attack with them.
Well, looks like Trace is going to have a pretty rough time here.
Merfolk's generally a good deck because it beats decks like Canadian Threshold and other fair blue decks such as Stifle Knot.
So
this new Death and Taxes deck, because this is 2010, brand new because we have Stoneforge Mystic, is good because it has Stoneforge Mystic and basics.
Trace needed a Mother of Runes there. I thought he was going to Aether Vial one out. That would have made a big difference.
He's got swords though.
This finals match just takes a crap on the reserve list. well, Merfolk has back to basics.
Doesn't Merfolk? Both of these matches have a bad match versus Zoo, so they must have dodged all the Zoo decks to get here.
Yeah, they must have.
Yeah.
So did everybody else, but they didn't get here.
I'm time warping this. I'm back in 2000. This is 2010 commentary.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you one thing, Kyre. Both these matchups have a decent one against Blue-Black Reanimator with the taxing effects of. What is Death and Taxes didn't have Thalia back then? I don't think they had just Mom. Never mind. Death and Taxes actually had a bad matchup versus Blue-Black Reanimator back in the day. So Fergie must have taken those decks out.
Yeah, he must have.
What else? I don't. Yeah, I guess it's just.
22.
Yeah, 2340, I guess. I don't know. I can't math right now. I just can't do it.
I don't even know what to say on this math.
It's true. Like, hey, the player's going to play another creature, probably.
What's our backup match? We won't watch the backup match just because. Rick's just. Oh no, it's
Calvin and Corey, so Grixis Kess.
Yeah, whatever. That probably is a way more interesting matchup, but we'll just watch the undefeated match. It's our right.
Yeah.
It's our right.
Oh wow.
Celtics made a huge comeback in the third quarter.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, we're just showing this fun Death and Taxes versus Miracle. Mono white versus mono blue.
Yeah, this is actually time warped. We found the switch from 2010. Yes, they just reprinted this card, Stoneforge, or they just printed this card called Stoneforge Mystic. We think it's good because it gets what cards does it get?
I don't know.
What were equipments back in the day?
The equipments? Well, probably just. Well, they were the same because
isn't there some
Stoneforge
stuff
Mystic.
in Mirrodin? There's some stuff in Mirrodin and Darksteel that may be good. Like Sword of Light and Shadow. That probably is really good.
Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Light and Shadow.
Because Sword of Light and Shadow stops Swords to Plowshare. So yeah, that's probably what he's teching right now. This Stoneforge. Interesting. I would rather have a Sword of Fire and Ice against Blue Merfolk, but.
So the Merfolk player got to see 3 Lords out. That's pretty brutal. Trace was able to double block, kill 1. Since it was just a 4/4.
I would say that Merfolk has a great matchup because the other team doesn't have islands. That's just some astute analysis
that
from me over here.
Right? This is where you want the modern Merfolk and you have Spreading Seas. Because you just win.
This is going to be probably Flicker Wisp. That seems like a good combat trick to run it off a vial. Or
it's actually the Death and Taxes list. Actually,
I was thinking about Mother.
The Merfolk list dates Death and Taxes by a ton. Actually,
oh yeah, tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna grab Mother of Runes.
If Mother of Runes resolves, I don't think Merfolk can do anything.
I'm not sure it can either.
Unless they had a Jitte that's online.
It has to resolve now because there's a Valley out. There's no way you can.
Yeah.
What did we say if Trace goes 4-0? He does. He's Jitte, but I don't think he.
We told him he could play another deck.
Oh, wow.
All right, Lord number 4.
This isn't. I mean, this is kind of funny because in any other scenario, he actually may just win anyways. But this is just like a.
Just chump block one of these.
Can you imagine this hand versus Grixis Delver, Bug Delver, 4-color control, anything blue? It's just 4 Lords and a Curse Catcher turn 1 and a Force Will backup, just vomiting over everybody.
Yeah, he'd have to throw quite a bit in front of this, so he's going to drop to 4. Yeah, this could still be anybody's game.
I don't know. We're getting to the point where.
Yeah, Jitte on first strike damage. We'll do some stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
Oh, is that a Flicker Wisp off the top? Oh, that's huge.
Would you say it's huge?
I would say that. Yeah. Put this on Thalia.
Oh yeah, the first strike's actually really relevant. Second time tonight where first strike has been almost game breaking.
It's gonna go and attack.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I think having the first strike damage for blocking.
Yeah, don't you hold the boys hold the bag?
No. Flicker Wisp is gonna do everything here.
Are you saying Flicker Wisp is gonna remove a Lord, shrink the Lords?
Yeah, and then block. And then
get protection?
Yeah, block and get protection.
Unless he plays another Lord.
4th Lord would change that.
This deck is based.
Yeah, it has Phantasmal Image. It has 4 Lord of Atlantis, 4 Master of the Pearl Trident.
It's got Mirror Ridgery too. It could tap Mother Runes too. That's actually really relevant too. Mirror Ridgery could be big time. Nope, we're going straight to combat. Bang. So basically, Flicker Wisp is going to remove a Lord. I personally would remove that
one. the relevant one. Yeah. The one that matters more than the other two.
We're going to give Flicker Wisp protection from blood. And go to 1.
Or not. Why would you want to kill one when you can just block and give it protection?
I guess he doesn't want to go to 1.
No, he can give it self protection and then use Jitte counters to.
Yeah.
Why not just block why not don't block with Mother Runes? Give Flicker Wisp protection from blue and block and kill a Lord and go to 1.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a reason for that right that way. You could have killed the Lord right there and you didn't.
Maybe he's playing around Vapor Stack.
So now you can kill 1 Lord, okay.
But our mode has 2 Jitte counters still on it.
Yeah.
I like our mode. This is 2010, so like Jitte is still pretty new though, so maybe it was something like that. Also, Flicker Wisp was like brand new. I guess Flicker Wisp card does.
Now I think you move the Jitte around.
move it onto the Flicker Wisp.
Yep. Get some counters on it. Put it back on Thalia as a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
All right, here we go.
Crush for 3. Get some counters.
And put it right back.
Vapor Snag would be really good. Would you just Vapor Snag your own guy?
It does it to the creature's controller.
Oh,
yeah.
It was like that way, mob. He needs Lord Mara Regery.
Yep.
Mara Regery would attempt to. He may be, yeah, he may be.
Ridgery doesn't trigger on its own cast though. It says when a merfolk is cast. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's a merfolk. Not fair.
Yeah, but he's not on the board to tell.
Is that Echoing Truth? What does Echoing Truth do here? Nothing.
Bounce the Jitte.
Tap the mom.
Taps the mom.
Taps the mom.
If he had Echoing Truth and Vapor Snag, it'd be game. Good GG's.
Yeah, we get to wait.
See, if he was playing blue-black Merfolk, he'd be splashing black for go for the throw. Not Fatal Push.
We're back in Married in the Sea.
Yeah, what's Fatal Push? Is that like a card from Beta? Or a card from Arabian Nights?
Vile.
That seems...
Whoa.
That seems...
Mobster 22.
While watching Death and Taxes versus
Maybe he
Merfolk.
thinks this is like a vintage stream, like we only play...
Later.
Not vintage, but like actually just stuff from the past.
Thanks for the follow. Anybody else that wants to follow us, we're here Tuesday nights and Friday nights showing you this amazing legacy stuff.
We usually have like
decks that are good.
tier meta decks.
Usually, like we have
Death and Taxes is usually a tier 1 deck. It just kind of got pushed out by Kulligan's Command and just those decks.
All right, let's see if Trace overcommits here. I don't think he's going to overcommit, but too many counters on Jitte, so you can't really.
If he gets Marrow, no, yeah, you're right.
No, I think he's in pretty good shape. I think this is a fine attack.
Oh, he's oh.
Yeah, why not kill him?
Oh.
You could move the Jitte there. Just put it on Stone Forge. There's no really reason to not.
Why is he tapping for me?
He's just
He's
hoarding.
14.
Hoarding two,
Hoarding
yeah.
twice.
You definitely could have equipped onto something
Vile
else.
just forgets to counter. Yeah, he
Yeah.
knew he was done. Game 1 goes to the better deck. I mean, the one with planes in it. It's a very plain deck.
Yeah, D&T sucks.
You have to be a pretty good Death and Taxes player. There's sometimes complicated lines. It's not always clear.
Alright, let's see what's going on over here.
Cast Controller versus 4-color Blade.
Yeah,
4-color Blade today, huh?
He's got Rest in Peace in his hand already.
That's pretty good against Cast, I guess.
Yes.
Nice.
Doesn't really stop it. It's still a 3/4 flyer, you know?
But it stops Snapcaster and Cast.
Yeah,
together.
and Deathrite Shaman
Yeah.
that you play as well.
Game 1 goes to the monocolor deck. It's the one playing basics. Hey, there's a Badlands. Somebody wanted a Badlands. There it is.
Can you believe it? The GP was won by a red prison deck. And then the Legacy challenge was won by a Nick Fit deck. And now we've got Death and Taxes and Merfolk in our finals.
It's just got. This is it.
What is happening? It's because of all the buyouts, I'm sure. It's linked. Nobody can afford the cards anymore. What do you do when you can't afford Underground Seas? The Legacy Challenge was taken down by a Nick Fit deck.
Yeah. Abzen.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a traditional.
I actually haven't looked at the list yet.
the darkest timeline that plays like a Nissa, a Vital Force. That type of Nick. Yeah, isn't that Rhino Pit? Come on.
They run Siege Rhino, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at the list. I don't think most Evs and Nick Fit decks run Siege Rhino. They might run one or two. Just move this over. Move, yeah, that part. Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that part. True Nightmare, that's great.
Oh, did Red Prison take this? Oh, no, oh, I think it said Red Prison was
this is the Swiss.
Oh, the Swiss. Okay. Nick Fit won the whole thing. Red Prison was in there too. Jeez. I swear that.
Really? I didn't read that. Look, Reed Duke playing Esper Deathblade.
Oh, that's awesome.
This guy's mean. He's like a mean person.
Pull up the Nick Fit list again.
Yeah. Oh, Barra was playing it? Wait, hold on.
Did he get it on here too? I was going to say.
Wait, go back.
I won't go back. I'm having problems.
Yeah, you are. Can I take the mouse from you?
Help.
Move.
Make it stop.
I just had it. Okay.
Barra, yeah.
It's playing with one Relentless. There is a Siege Rhino in there.
This. Oh, with the Titania as well. Okay, this looks like. Honestly, this deck list looks like Maverick with a top end. Like.
But it's funny.
It kind of does. Instead of like the taxing or like the Mom Thalia package. And obviously, no Stone Forges either. But.
What's this list look like? We can pull it up right afterwards.
Yeah. We'll pull it up.
I mean, it's not hard to find if you want to go dig it out. This is from the last Legacy Challenge. Yeah, we can link it to you.
Here. Enjoy.
The Ralph Levy invitational card is a Scrubland. Oh, and a Badlands. He won it twice. Man, Riley is something. He was a little bit better, I thought, during Birmingham.
He played his deck because of Pernicious Deed. Yeah, I'm sure he's been streaming the deck if he took it to an event. I personally enjoy him as a streamer.
Well, this was online, right? Legacy Challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. He's popped into our chat a couple times. And like I've played against him a couple times as well. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Really, really cool guy.
So there was a... Oh, we're back to this list. Okay. I was going to say, we saw a Toxic Deluge. I was confused for a minute how one was played, but that was in the backup match.
Oh yeah, we're back on this match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on.
White things versus blue things.
You don't want to know what's going to happen?
You could do an impressive play-by-play of this. And he played a creature.
He's going to tap out.
And?
I think he wants to tap out here. I think he wants to use all his mana to cast the Lord. I think that's the play. That or maybe a guy who draws the card so he can find a Lord. Whoa.
Well.
Whoa.
I think this is kind of a nightmare for Trace.
Merfolk making a weird true name impression deck. And they're big.
It doesn't even, it seems weird that Merfolk runs true name. Like, it just doesn't seem right.
You shouldn't have this card.
Yeah, why do you get this card? You don't deserve it.
This isn't modern legal.
He should be an elf shaman.
Well, we're gonna find out if there could be a race. It's gonna take a lot from Trace's side to race this, but
I'll tell you one thing: if he has Mirren Crusader, which I think he does, we won't need to find out.
All right.
Do
Take some damage. Draw a card.
So 2 tree names is 6, 12. So he's got 3 turn clock.
Do you draw a card?
I think this.
I didn't see draw.
Yeah, you need to. So he's thinking. So
Well, if Trace gets a land, he could actually swords of one of his own creatures to give himself another turn. Whoa. Okay.
The other
Oh, is that the? Yeah, is that the? Yeah. Okay. So does that change the clock though? Yeah, it changes to 2 turns now.
Oh, we need to catch that. He's doing it off 1 mana as a Valiant play.
He's got.
Do that before something gets done.
Hey, Paper Dahlia. You got Paper Dahlia.
I like how we go out there and we're like, hey, you can't do. Carrie just goes out. Hey, stop doing what you're doing. Pay for this.
Yeah.
Trace is super confused. Wait, what?
What? Oh yeah, I can't cast this. Okay.
He could still Flicker Wisp right here if he wanted to instead of taking that much damage. Oh no, he's Mirror Crusader. Right?
Yeah, he's got Mirror Crusader. He may kills the Reejery, right? He kills the Reejery and survives the backswing, correct?
If there's no Lord, yeah.
Hey, we gotta have a little bit of a prayer here. We would lose to a Lord.
Yeah, you gotta kill the Reejery first, right?
Yeah.
That way you can attack with everything.
He's got Flicker. Is that Flicker Wisp? Flicker Wisp can flicker the Lord. Call the mayor. Tell him we're having a parade, and the colors are going to be white and more white.
Oh, is he blocking the Thalia?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's the same amount of damage, I guess, huh?
No, it's actually fine. Yeah, I mean, probably doesn't matter, I guess.
So he takes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 there. He goes to 4. Alright?
Yeah.
And he can do what?
Does he have a Flicker Wisp in his hand? Like
he can save the swords for the potential next Lord, right? That would kill him.
He's got a Flicker Wisp.
It was hard math.
If it's a legend, you can crack. Any legends? You cannot crack a secure though. Right?
There's also a Force of Will, so it needs to be like Lord, blue card Force.
Well, he's playing Merfolk. He's got plenty of blue cards.
Yeah.
There's a Daze in there too.
Well, he's got a Pithing Needle and a Aether Vial.
Oh, that's not good.
You're absolutely right.
Pithing Needle could totally shut down the sword a turn ago and stop all that from happening. This is a fun close game. Can he win right here?
Turn
though?
right, turn right, turn right.
Yeah, right. Can he put down a Lord, protect it, and win? Or does Death and Taxes win because of
Sword of Fire and Ice?
Sword of Fire and Ice again? Yep.
Iron Crusader with Sword is better than 2 Trinidades.
Trace is showing him I have
Trace
swords.
knows he's got it. Or
I'll sword myself if I have to. And he says I have Force of Will, so don't even if you want to play swords, I'll force it. I'll force it, guy.
This is weird. What are we doing?
Like
We're just showing each other cards.
I got Pithing. Oh no!
I can't find a line.
No!
Trace 4-0'd.
Oh,
Now he can play other things.
No, he can't. If you 4-0, you should just play your 4-0 deck forever.
Alright, now we have a backup
Mario.
match of actual Magic.
Alright, guys. Death and Taxes.
No.
Death and Taxes took down 4 rounds on camera. Started round 1. Just never left his seat.
Why would you guys want to watch anything else?
Oh no.
Tell Trace, nice job. I will, Lost Mystery. He really did play well today.
Oh.
And you know what? Like I want to say the first time. So he's only owned the deck for 2 months, ish, and I remember the first time he played the deck, he went 0-4. The next time he played the deck, I want to say he went 0-4, and then
I think he had
played.
2 encores in.
Yeah, and then he played in Seattle and won like 2 rounds, and then like lost 4 and dropped. And
he's getting there. Dude,
he's just getting better. He's getting better with the deck.
Fluffer for him today. He 3-1 me before he played 4 games. And he 3-1 me. You know, I fluffed today.
You voluntarily lost to get his confidence up.
And the funny part is the one mistake we maybe talked about. So it was basically about flicker whispering stuff too. So maybe it was relevant.
All right. Well, catching up in this game, it looks like Hydroblast is coming down on this.
Flusterstorm.
Yeah, Flusterstorm.
Flusterstorm back.
And looks like Flusterstorm's gonna.
That looks like
all this.
That's got to be over. Yeah. Liliana chased 1-2 because of Rest in Peace, but still.
Not sure what game this is or who won the previous game.
He's got Surgical, which looks really bad right now with Rest in Peace and X card.
Yeah.
He's only got 3 land too. Yeah, this is. Days not what we're looking for. That's it.
So Calvin at least gets that game. We'll stick around for a moment and see if there's another game.
It looks like it is. Because Corey's taken 2 cards out, which I think are probably Days. So it looks like Corey won the first one. He's putting Force of Wills back in. So Corey obviously playing first, so he's winning this. Yeah, it looks like he's messing out with his Days and his Force package, basically. Man, so
do you think we're getting a game 3 here?
Yeah, we definitely are.
Yeah.
He's messing around with Forces and Dazes, which means that we're changing around ratios.
Mm-hmm. I can play this list too. All I need is a Dragon Lord Dramoka, a Titania, and a Sigarda. That's nothing. Well, I think I need a 4th Green Sun. I think I only have 3 right now.
Like, the deck seems decent if you go, like...
Oh, 2 Savannah? Who has 2 Savannahs?
This guy does.
I don't. I don't have 2 Savannahs.
Like, if you go...
I don't have $350 to spend on a Savannah either.
Or 180.
2 of them. Sorry, 180.
Do you just go, like, Deathrite, then Veteran Explorer, Cabal Therapy, then Cabal Therapy again? That's basically what you do.
I mean, this is said, Nick Fit decks are said to be like the best Cabal Therapy decks. It's really gross when you get it going with Veteran Explorer. So yeah, that's pretty much what you do. And then Green Sun can either go and find you more Veteran Explorers, or when you have all your mana, they go and get you, your like 1-of package it, like of all your bigger creatures, like your 1-of Siege Rhino, Sigarda, Thragtusk, Titania, Dragon Lord Dramoka, Primeval Titan. Turn 1 Vet, turn 2 Cabal Therapy. I've actually, like, when I was playing Nyx Fit, I actually found myself playing Cabal Therapy first a lot. And the reason is to, like, especially when I was going first, and that's to hit stuff like Deathrite Shaman, and then turn 2 you could hit him at, you play your Veteran Explorer on turn 2 and then flashback. I actually found that more often than not I'm casting Cabal Therapy.
What's wrong with going turn 1 Deathrite? Just go turn 1 Deathrite and then do both.
Well, the specific deck I was playing was Nyx Fit, which Deathrite Shaman's like the worst card to see across from you. So
this one's Nick Fit.
Yeah. Nyx Fit was just like a I don't know.
Kind of like a run Ghost Quarter over Wasteland though, because it hit basics.
That I do not know.
It's gotta be because of Veteran Explorer, you're getting all their basics anyway, so you can hit the basics.
Yeah, it's like an enchantment, like lockout deck. It functions the same at the beginning of the game, but the way that it wins is very different. Nick's Fit is the hype at the moment. I mean, it was a hype when I 5-0'd with it. It kind of went down since I've stopped streaming on MTGO. Yeah, beat that card in Legacy. Good luck.
Fireball here.
No, this is like there's 19 creatures in the deck. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Toxic Day was for 7.
Okay, that works. All right,
I can Jason Mindscope for that guy.
you could.
He's funny. Dies to Baleful Strix.
I would try this deck. It looks interesting though.
All these cards died at Baleful Strix.
Backed.
Tropical Island Death, right? So that means he does not win the game. He may win the game, but it doesn't mean he automatically wins the game.
It's close. I mean, didn't Trace win both, or did Trace win in Game 3 against Calvin or Game 2? It's like an hour ago. Oh, you played Living Plane? Yeah, I did not have the money for a Living Plane.
What's Living Plane?
It's a 4-mana enchantment that turns all lands into 1/1s. And so you played with Curse of Death's Hold. So if you get a Curse of Death's Hold in the Living Plane out, it just kills all their lands.
Yeah.
And they can't have lands either. It's like a Dryad Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. No lands come into play and have Summoning Sickness and all that greatness.
Well, you miss the real grind of Merfolk versus Death and Taxes for a 4-0. I don't even know what to say.
Really, Raceland, and we had Merfolk and we had Death and Taxes in our finals today. And Death and Taxes won 4-0.
Now we have real Legacy. Four-color Blade versus Cast Control.
Is your sideboard tech versus lands in the control deck? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. How much are Living Planes right now? They're like really expensive, aren't they?
Is Living Plane like a reservist card?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a Legends card.
Okay. Oh, that's not that bad.
No, it's under $200. You can get it for like $100, like $110 if you get an Italian one. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Also play Jace for that same type of mana, or an ad nauseam.
Yeah, or you can make everybody's lands 1/1s, which is way more cool.
I don't think so.
Legends prices are abysmal. Yeah,
the Chain Lightnings are reasonable. It's not reasonable to cast Chain Lightning, so let me tell you that. There's only one deck that's reasonable that can cast Chain Lightning. Well, 2 decks. I'll give you 2. You name them?
Burn and Blue-Red Delver.
So, no. And yes. The third one, it runs a 1-of for an extra sorcery. Every once in a while you'll see a list with it. So, I'll give you a hint. It's obviously a fair blue deck. And it being a sorcery matters.
Is it? It's got to be. Is it like in a wish board to like go get a sorcery? Or
okay. Yeah. Right again, but that's not what I was thinking of.
I don't know.
You know, this deck also runs Tarfire sometimes.
Oh, for Tarmogoyf. Typically, you run Tarfire for Tarmogoyf, don't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
At this point, it is a green-red deck. It's the only green-red deck that runs this. Give you a hint, it's also a fair blue deck. There you go. Good.
Red Delver.
I don't think they run the chain lightning as much anymore.
Yeah.
They used to though.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I think even the 3 damage is relevant actually.
What one were you saying no to? Did you say no to burn?
Yeah, burn's not a reasonable deck. It's not reasonable.
It's reasonable for people who can't afford to get into Legacy, which is everybody, because everybody whines about it.
It's like there's other formats you can play, like standard, limited.
I've never heard of it. I do limited during the pre-releases. Do people do it at other times too?
Some people say that's all they do, according to some people.
What? Where have I been?
My concentration is like broken because of that death and taxes. It's just been like a wasteland match. So sorry, the commentary sucks. TNT hot fire. Yeah.
What are you even saying, Jerlo? I don't even understand that.
He's saying that you don't like standard. You don't like standard.
What? I don't even know what it is. What's being said about Burn? Burn's a fine deck. It just, I don't know. It's not great.
Let's play Blue Red Delver.
It's just like another tier 2 deck. And if you're gonna voluntarily play a tier 2 deck in Legacy, you're gonna be doing something a lot more fun than Burn. Like, there are so many interesting and fun strategies in Legacy. Like, you know, like if you're gonna pick something that you're gonna like really try to win with, and it's like tier 1, then you might pick something like a little boring.
Price of Progress will always be a card though. Price of Progress is pretty insane.
There's just not a lot of reasons to play Burn.
Blue Red Delver, does it run 4 Price of Progress? No, right? Burn's only deck.
And Blue Red Delver, yeah.
My Burn list costs more than most other Legacy decks.
Is it foiled out or like I don't even.
Can I run a Tabernacle?
Scary Roar, please talk more about this.
I'm trying to think. There's maybe he just got like Alpha Bolts. Maybe he's got 4 Judge Primal Bolts and 4 foil Russian Arid Maces.
Oh! I bet their whole deck has Arabian Night Mountains.
How much Arabian Night Mountains?
Over $100 a pop.
Are Summer Mountains more though?
I'm not sure.
Summer Mountains are more.
Are they?
Yeah, because some are like planes like $200. Yeah, it's still not the
Judge Bolts.
Yeah. Well, Judge Bolts are kind of weird now because they'll buy out. We were talking about that earlier with my Judge Bolt.
Yeah. Arabian Nights Mountains are $100. Or last time I checked.
I don't know actually. Is it Arabian Night or Night? Off the top of my head, I'll say N.
I think it's the second one, Lost Mystery. What was Lost Mystery saying earlier? Yeah, Lost Mystery. I had a problem with that when I played Standard too, because I played Standard for like a good, I don't know, since between Shadowmoor and like I don't know, like a year and a half ago or like 2 years ago. And that I mean I've been into Legacy.
Look up the
like,
Summer Mountains
for a while.
Summer Mountains should be like $200. Let's look up Summer Mountains real quick.
I don't even know how to look up the Summer Mountain.
Just Google Summer Mountain. Summer Mountain MTG. There you go. Look, see how light they are?
These ones?
Yeah. See, I would like to buy some Summer Mountains. Where do I buy the Summer Mountains?
Maybe eBay?
Yeah, I got eBay. Should be under TCG player, but it'll just be a nightmare searching for Summer Mountains.
No, I have not thought. I've never seen Summer Mountains in TCG. But
let's do Summer Mountain. We get a lot of MTG, obviously. We're gonna get a lot of dresses.
Yeah,
yeah. Green Mountain Coffee.
Yeah, you're right. They're over $200 if it's graded.
Scroll down. Why is that one? Why are these ones $366?
I have no idea.
Because it's got a small tree.
Yeah. Small tree, snowy.
Yeah, they're like $300.
Yeah, they're really expensive. 300 on Star City. You have Zendikar? Oh, and Zendikar fetches.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like not a whole lot different than the other fetches, right?
Get wood foothills from Onslaught.
That's sweet though. Like if you like Burn, then obviously play it. But I don't think most players prefer to play Burn in Legacy. There's too many interesting and weird things to be doing.
Sometimes you just price progress for million.
I think if you're gonna play Burn, play Modern. That deck's really good in Modern, and it's actually like difficult to play as well. Like even I'd be interested in playing Burn in Modern.
It's fine with it. I guess it's just like I mean, it does get a lot of decks. It does get the greedy mana base deck.
Yeah.
It's 3-cut. Yes. Callan's almost dead.
Yeah, but Corey doesn't have a Black Source at the moment.
They look at their mana.
Yeah.
I can see that. Well, Legacy Burn, you get something like the other, like the pillar card.
Yeah. Scary Roar, I wouldn't mind actually having like a conversation about this. I like hearing people talk about their deck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Blast.
Yeah, this is pretty narrow.
Are we gonna red elemental blast the Pyroblast or the Hydroblast? Oh boy.
This may be no, because Deathright will counteract Deathright. Calvin's making his wasteland. He does have a red and a blue elemental blast. This is kind of a weird game.
Yeah, it really is. The red elemental blast resolved first, Calvin.
Is that 2? That's right. So okay, so he's at a proverbial 6.
Yeah,
Baleful's
don't.
4.
There's only 8 damage being presented at the moment. It needs to be. Yeah, I don't see a win for Calvin here.
Because even if he burns twice, it's.
No, what if there was.
Calvin had a fetch. Doesn't matter. Would not matter. He would need to have a buy.
If he had a Toxic Deluge or a. Whatever the other card is.
Marsh Casualties.
Marsh Casualties could get him back into the game.
It needs to eat a creature, he just doesn't have the land. Well, he has Deathright to eat the land. So, yeah, he looks like he's eating a creature. Absolutely. If Corey rips a Black Source, though, that's pretty much over. Yeah, he eats the Noble Hierarch. Goes to 4. Deathright kills him on the backswing. Deathright and True Name equal 4 damage. Unless Calvin has an answer. Calvin's got to have an answer here, right?
What if Corey doesn't see that he can attack?
He's pondering. Flusterstorm. That means it's. You got to just go for it, right? You just go for it. Yeah, but go for it.
Got it. Wow. All right, Corey gets there.
That's it. 2-1.
Corey, after losing to Death and Taxes in round 1. Or round 2 or whatever.
Round 2. Both these people lost to Death and Taxes.
Yeah.
This was the Death and Taxes bridesmaid party. Strange Legacy night.
Oh, man.
I don't even know how to feel about it. Usually I'm more energetic and more excited, but Merfolk, Death and Taxes, that's the world we live in now, I guess. Probably.
I had no idea that a matchup like that would like kill his attitude so much.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange stuff.
I'm like excited about it. I'm like, man, look at these decks. They're not usually here. I'm excited about it. And Terry's just like,
do you remember
this is Legacy.
The movie Running Man? It was like, you ever seen the movie Running Man with Arnold? You know when? So there's a scene where Jesse Ventura is like Captain America type guy, and he's like the champion of this death arena, and he's retired, right? But Arnold's going around killing everyone, and they're like, "Hey Jesse, you gotta stop. Like you gotta come out of retirement to stop Arnold." And he's like, "I don't want to." And they're like, "Yeah, you have to." Or it's like in Gladiator. Remember Gladiator? Where they had the old retired dude,
yeah,
and he had to fight Maximus. Like they didn't want to fight, right? Like he wanted to retire. And I feel like as the Grixis Delver representative, I have to like now play to redeem the metagame, so we don't let Fish and both of them, which are subpar matchups, but you know, with the power of Deathrite Shaman and Gurmag Angler and Gataxian Probe, I won't let you guys down. We'll restore the metagame to its rightful place.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. If you're new to the stream, haven't given us a follow, and you like what you saw, please give us a follow. And on that note, I guess, or unless Bryce wants to say something, no, you don't even want to say.
You guys had this out done.
Okay, excellent.
Something
Good.
about...
Bryce. Well, Bryce doesn't want to say goodbye, so.
On Friday we'll find redemption. Long live Grixis Delver. He's just coming back.
See you Friday, guys.
Thanks for joining us.